A claw. Alright.
Perhaps now. Maybe.
Yeah, it should be.
Possibly.
Should be fine now.
Maybe. Definitely.
A zombie! Alright, that shouldn't freeze again.
Pretty sure it froze again.
Oh my
No,
god.
no,
really?
no, maybe not.
Oh no, I think. Oh yeah. Okay. There's just a lot of lag.
No, there's just a lot of lag.
It's a lot of lag?
I saw your hand poke out there.
So like, okay, watch me. I put my hand in front of Peter's face.
That's normal.
That much lag, really?
Yeah, that appeared
no,
just now.
This lag here, and then this takes time to encode.
No. I'm talking about the lag between these two cameras.
Yes. I can't fix
Yeah,
that.
it's always been like that.
It's always been like that.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah,
bad.
that's why we want a controller board, but, well.
They're way too expensive. Give us money, people, and we'll make it better. I swear.
$2,000 for your investment of $2,000. Joel will come to your house and do things to you.
Yeah?
Donor benefits. Backer rewards.
He'll
Back
play
to the
Baccarat.
roads.
He'll play Baccarat with you.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's actually somewhere in the legal clauses of Kickstarter. Somewhere in there.
You
it's
can't
like,
have sex.
Can't have sex.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's like you cannot solicit sex. Like,
Well, I'm sure it's covered under the general "you can't break any laws" clause.
But it's not illegal in certain states.
True.
No, it is illegal in all states with certain small exceptions of a couple specific counties, and even then only with specific licenses.
Yep.
And those counties are like 2 miles square.
That's a good point.
That's like the thing with Nevada. People are like, oh, I thought it was legal in Nevada. It's like, no, it's
Only
legal
in
in
certain
one place in Nevada. And even then, if you're from California and you go there to have sex and you come back to California,
Then
you
they
can
go
be
back.
arrested.
Yeah.
Where is this at?
I forget the name of
The county?
no, the name of the business.
Well, the Bunny Ranch.
No, well, that's not the one I'm thinking of.
Oh.
There's another one.
Super spicy meatballs, or just super spicy chips.
However, in California, all you have to do is make a video.
Right. That's the best part.
You just have to license it.
Well, there was
Although,
that
actually came-
huge initiative to ban all porn except in LA.
That's true.
They do it all just in LA.
Is that
So,
a-
anyways, if it's done freezing on us and we're done talking about pornography and wonderful things we can do to your bodies for money, that
Whoa! You never said that explicitly. It's implied.
hey, all I said is wonderful things. I'm talking about massage therapy,
I
There you
thought
go.
you were talking about high
Or
five.
smiling a lot.
calling you beautiful. It releases endorphins. Thus, I'm doing something to your body.
True.
A hug does that too.
yeah.
Professional
Oh,
hugging.
that's crossing that line there. Professional hugger.
No consent. Triggered.
Trigger.
Sorry.
Fucking trick.
Look, crap.
So actually, I can choose some decent feats rather than
So while they go over all of their level 8 level ups,
because we never
Oh
did
crap!
that.
I need
we never did that in the 3
Well,
months.
wait. Are you
All
done?
right.
Well, and Mike might be making a new. Did you
Only
already
if
make a new character?
Yeah, I'm
or-
okay for now.
Okay,
I
it's
think
not.
I was just looking at the feats
Okay.
and deciding if I wanted to do a feat or not, and I think I decided not this time. There is another chance
Right,
we're
so if I'm
we can
not
get a feat
mistaken, I
later
get
on,
one more-
right?
Yes.
In different level? Okay.
Yes, every 4 levels.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So at the beginning of the adventure, we joined our adventurers in the town of, or just outside the town of Greenest.
Oh, yeah.
At the time, it was the Bright Riley Montague, Check the Bard, Fana the Ranger, and Presto the Magnificent Wizard.
Ah.
Oh, that was actually the thing I was going to look up. I will do that as I speak. They came across this.
We're all not here.
They were traveling to the city and looked for the Bright Riley Montague's friend, a gentleman by the name.
No, female.
Oh, sorry, a female. I'm sorry, a female, a woman by the name.
And doesn't the book have more spells for me too?
Yes, it does actually.
Oh crap!
That's
Right.
Just stick
Stop
with the
this one.
PHP for now.
Oh really?
By the way, for Presto, off of that red wizard, I forgot if I don't think I gave it to you before, but we'll say after all the things happened, I did give them to you. But I got a scroll of Featherfall and a scroll of Fireball. which you could use to learn. So you should take those. You should just put them in your inventory. We'll just say I gave them to you. So don't learn those, because you can get them from the scrolls.
A woman by the name of Talus. There. I'm going to look this up. So I wanted to look up my old character synopsis that I wrote for everybody.
Correct. Talus the White. You are correct, Zach.
Talus the White, yeah.
I wasn't at the white part yet.
Oh.
Gotta bring race into this for.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Filthy half-elves. Somewhere down here, more. There we go. Okay, now that I have that loaded up. Alrighty. During the adventure through, after arriving at the town of Greenest, they discovered it was under siege by a blue dragon. Heading into the town to see if they could help anybody, they discovered it was under assault by kobolds and bands of cultists.
And we got wrecked.
And they got their butts kicked. They tried many clever strategies, very few of which worked. And got a little bit separated. Fena ended up having to sort of
kill
solo.
rats.
Solo.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
ambush
she
by
didn't,
kobolds.
she
And
didn't
I
get
died.
killed by the rats because she got severely damaged, and then the kobolds
Just
finished.
murdered her.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Got separated and was sneaking to the castle. Thanks for all the getting ahead of the story there.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Dad. What's up?
Upon arriving at the keep in the center of town, they were approached by Governor Nighthill, the governor of the city and person in charge. He made special request of them to please help him out and investigate what they thought were some survivors at an old mill. He offered them another route out of the keep that would require less danger. However, at the same time, there was an assault on the keep, and the walls were blown open. They were trying to decide what to do, decided to split up, sent Presto and Fena to investigate the mill, while the other two went to defend the keep. They ran into two of the Bright Riley Montage's many siblings.
All those badasses who were not actually that great.
Two gentlemen, two twins, one the name of Flinton, the other the name of Faldrick.
What ho?
Ha-ha!
Aha! Ho!
Two eccentric gentlemen who caused great havoc and taught us the value of, what spell was that, Joel?
I don't remember.
It's a cone.
Oh, Cone of Cold, right?
No.
No.
Blinds people.
Oh, that's right. Color spray.
Color spray! The value of one of the finest first level spells.
I've been trying to use it, but
It's-
unfortunately,
it's-
you have
this-
to be close.
yeah, and it's
and
this
it
level
also
so
affects
hard.
allies.
Yeah.
So,
So, during the journey through the tunnel, Fena and Presto were set upon by a swarm of rats, which beat the ever-loving crap out of them. They managed
Didn't expect that.
they managed to get to the end of the tunnel, but in such a hurry to get out, they kicked open the doors and alerted the cultists that were outside. Were set upon by them. Fena was killed. Presto leapt into the river and was rendered unconscious. However, as a half-orc wizard, he has the ability to once per day revive himself, and did so, and left the battle with 1 hit point.
Climbed a tree.
actually,
And
I was making a death save, and I rolled a 20.
Was that it?
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was.
Oh, that's even more.
Oh,
epic.
yeah.
It's even more epic. I was
I
like,
think,
oh my
I
god.
think you'd already used it just to get to the river, and then
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So he managed to not drown, swam and hid in a tree for the rest of this section of the adventure, which was a wise decision. Back at the keep, it was successfully defended with the assistance of Flinton and Faldrick. They were then called out to the courtyard by a large blue-skinned half-dragon by the name of Cianrath. They had acquired, apparently, the thing they were looking for. and were about to leave, but not before Cianrath put on a last show of bravado and challenged their finest warrior to single combat. Being the ever righteous paladin, the bright Riley Montague stepped forth and offered to fight Cianrath one-on-one.
And majorly got lasered to death.
There was a catch. Cianrath had several hostages, and he said that he would kill them should anyone interfere. Under some small encouragement, Flinton and Faldrick decided to interfere. Flinton, being a rogue, snuck around the outside of the combat and attempted to kill all of the kobolds holding the hostages, and he failed miserably.
He rolled like a crit fail, didn't he?
He rolled a crit fail, but thankfully Czech the Bard at the time was offered to be the righteous judge for the combat, and was thus able to
Too righteous didn't help.
was able to use his
I think it was like the Bardic song or something.
Yeah, it was like Bardic Song to give him a reroll on the skill check. Thus
Oh,
allowing him
yeah.
to save the day.
Oh, you get 4 level spells. Yeah.
During the course of the combat, Bright Riley Montague seemed to have the upper hand, but was unfortunately brutally butchered by a blast of lightning.
Not cool.
Yeah. He became a crispy gnome.
They're out of that.
Halfling? Halfling. Crispy halfling.
Yeah, he was a halfling.
Fana was the gnome.
Fana was the gnome.
It's not great.
And they're best. They're still their, at this point still their best attacker.
Yeah.
The best attacker that has come along.
What,
The ranger.
Oh,
The ranger.
yeah.
Amazing.
That was instantly
I
killed,
wish-
and she would have like dominated
I
most combats.
wish she'd stuck around because I feel like a ranger would have been a lot of fun to play, which is why I was stoked to play her.
It's too
That's
bad
a
that
no,
it
I
was
know.
level 1, so we couldn't find anybody to like res her or something. 'cause
Yeah.
that could have been done at later levels, but
Oh well.
With two of their allies dead, Presto missing, but the cultists all driven off. They sort of regrouped at the Bright Riley Montague's home in the city, discovered that he was filthy rich, with a massively large family. They encountered Maya, a ruffian whom owed a debt to the Bright Riley Montague and was in the employ of his family. And at this point, we also met Jayala, whom...
She had been at the keep
Yes,
the whole time.
that's
Yeah.
right. She had been at the keep.
She was an NPC at.
She was an
at that
NPC,
point.
that is right. As was Nemia, who we
Yeah.
will discuss again later.
oh yeah,
Nemia was also at the keep.
Oh, yeah.
And Presto manages to meet back up with them. He first headed to the manor and discovered that he and all of his friends were now seen very poorly in the eyes of the mayor because they got some hostages killed. They
You're loose cannons.
They were informed of a cultist encampment down in a ways away from the city. Going to investigate,
1 minute.
then began a massive comedy of errors, wherein they started attempting to bluff their way through this cultist camp.
I didn't die.
No one died. No, actually, everyone escaped relatively unharmed.
Yeah.
Maya walked up to a black half dragon by the name of Resmir, who seemed quite terrifying, and began telling the truth. Oddly enough, that she was hired by the Montagues to what was it? You were hired to exact revenge. And Presto the Magnificent. Let's see. You didn't get caught, did you? You managed to keep your cover.
I managed to keep cover. I got out of the tower, I went to the tent where
Oh yeah, you
Where-
did. You were just.
Czech was being
Czech was performing.
Czech was performing.
And
Presto acted like a cultist the whole time. He's like, "Quick, get them!" And
Czech,
oh, and I think Czech did too. He's like, "They're over here."
well,
I
Czech
managed to
the
sleep
bard.
2 of the guards.
Czech the bard made the unfortunate distinction of saying that Mondath had ordered the performance that he was putting on.
That's
right.
And then she was there.
And Mondath happened to overhear him say this and said, "Wait a minute, I ordered no such performance."
Oh,
I
wait.
like that they then failed the first lie, trying to cover for that, but then succeeded in the cover up lie because like the classic strategy for lying is just keep lying.
But who was
just keep lying with another one that kind of works. It was
But
like,
who was the guy
someone
that
else
you
told
were-
me that you did it.
He was
Charlie.
impersonating Charlie.
That's right.
Charlie, the dead guy that we made a puppet out of. When we were up on the tower and there was guys running up to the tower, and I was like, "Wait, I got this. Do a perform check."
And you succeeded.
Oh, hey guys! I'm just getting drunk again. We're telling
Charles
Mom,
is
Dad.
drinking.
Don't tell Mom, Dad.
Drinking to
No.
Oh,
That's
Charlie.
awesome.
And probably one of the best lines ever in this whole campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're Charlie.
Oh yeah, so you're Charlie.
So, needless to say, Czech the bard impersonating Charlie the cultist was imprisoned. Maya was also imprisoned. Fiala was waiting in the tower to help them escape.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
waiting around.
Hanging out.
Presto managed to attempt to enact a daring rescue, sleeped the guards, and was about to go in when they just sort of walked out.
Yeah.
I'm here to rescue you.
They managed to find the sort of a secondary reason for going there, which was the gentleman, not Mondath,
Wait, who?
Leosin Erlenthamar.
My buddy.
Erlenthar.
The monk.
The monk.
Your
yes,
buddy.
Yeah, my buddy.
who had allowed himself to be captured so that he could learn information from the cultist camp, and was planning to escape, and was assisted by you four.
Been useful to know if you told us that. That we would have to send a rescue party.
Right? What a jerk. So, upon your escape, you went back to town, discussed things a little bit with Leosin, and decided to head back to investigate the cavern that was there, finding what turned out to be the Dragon Hatchery. You guys walked right past the secret opening.
Yeah, that's
And managed to not alert any of the screaming fungus, which was quite good. However, you did alert the bats,
Oh yeah, those
And that
bats.
awful fucking mosquito thing.
the sturges that were just eating the crap out of you guys
Ugh.
as you were blinded, running in the wrong direction. Of course, fleeing from the bats, you ran right into a small section of kobolds with their guard drake allies.
Right.
Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Fought those fools. So at this point, you guys had, after going through a few fights, you guys realized that it was going to be a little difficult for you to power your way through all these encounters. So you decided to start using some more tact.
And then we.
Put on some disguises and headed deeper into the cavern, discovering the Dragon Shine with its two human berserkers and a red-skinned half-dragon, which I have his name right here.
Good old what's his face.
Wormtender. I can never remember his first name. Condar Wormtender.
Oh, that's right. Conrad.
Was that your buddy? Or
Yeah.
Jack's
He
buddy?
was
Yeah.
he was Czech's buddy. Yeah.
He's a red half-dragon.
He was rather depressed all the time.
Yeah, he was supposed to retire.
Oh, that's right.
God,
He was a
you
day
calling
away
from
from
retirement and saying, you know what, you got to come back to work.
Yeah.
And he was like, what happens to retirement? Well, the retirement's not a real thing in this age. Oh.
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 Um,
I'm just more to sleep on my gold pile.
oh no! Just remember, he was going to be he was going to be killed, and his
Oh, that's
blood
right, yeah.
spread across the hatchery.
That's so strange.
I wonder if Czech convinced him otherwise.
They managed to
I think
successfully
he still did.
They managed to successfully pass their bluff checks, make it past the guards, past Wormtender, into a secret passageway.
And we
where
just
they-
went straight for a named character kill.
You found a ladder, went up it, and discovered Mondath in her chambers, and immediately decided to just go for it. Check the Bard and Presto the Magnificent, both deciding to just try to kill this very high-level cleric.
Very much in character.
And honestly, you might have taken her if it wasn't for the fact that she used Held Person.
Yeah, we both failed the saves hard.
Both of you held. The guards rushed in, and that pretty much ended the combat. Meanwhile, these two crazies decided to steal the treasure. There was a small treasure chest, which Maya managed to pick, and as she was stealing the treasure, she made a little bit of noise, and the guards were alerted, began chasing them. They fled.
No, the trap went off. There was a trap too.
Oh, that's right, the trap did go off. You missed that. A shot by, or you think you dodged the dart, though, right? Is it
I think so.
Yeah.
The statue spit acid. That's what it did. The statue did something.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless, managed to steal the money, fled the cave, with some trickery, throwing some beads on the floor, running through the bat room and making lots of noise to stir up the bats. Which the Sturges actually managed to kill a couple of kobolds that were chasing
Yeah,
them.
because the kobolds never came back. I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to them.
They got eaten by Sturges. So there's the monk and the rogue fled. Presto and Czech managed to convince Mondath that they weren't really good guys, they weren't really bad guys, they were just,
They were
sort
just
of
in
here
it
to
for
do
the
a
cash.
job. So they were offered a chance to go and prove their loyalty by killing a Montague and bringing back the skull of the Montague that hired them. Czech was held hostage as collateral.
Bad idea.
Presto left and encountered the other two. They went back to town to figure out what to do. Meanwhile, Czech the Bard was held prisoner with Wormtender.
And Wormtender basically just made some great persuade checks.
Yes. Wormtender managed to convince Czech the Bard to become an evil cultist.
Yeah.
There's actually a story which we'll repost later where I wrote up basically a piece of cultist propaganda story of the origins of Tiamat. That will be. Well, I'll repost that. It's worth a read.
Wasn't it basically a die roll? I think that was somewhat.
No.
part of it or
So
something
basically,
like
what
that.
haped
We
is
were considering it, but then we also
His
just we just
character,
looked at
the way
the
he wrote
character
it.
description and his alignment. We're like, oh right, he's like chaotic neutral, and he had this like
Yeah. We role played out some conversation, and it was basically just like Czech was like, "Hey, this guy's pretty awesome. He's like telling these stories, and this really nice guy. He's just like worships dragons."
yeah. They were just like oddly kind about the whole kidnapping thing, so it just worked out. They're just like, okay.
So when they managed to come back with the head of a Montague, the bright Riley Montague.
Gruesome.
It was around.
Well, we asked for permission.
You
from
did
the,
ask for permission. Yes.
The head gave permission.
The head gave permission. They met Riley's sister, whose name I forget. I didn't
Also
write
a
it
very
down.
depressing character.
Yeah, she was
She was kind of a side.
she was a goth.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
She's a
was
goth
she was a goth. She worshipped the god of death, and she cast Speak with the Dead on her brother, and secured permission to acquire the severed head, which they brought back. Secured Czech's freedom, which Czech then decided to use to stay.
Hella
Makes sense.
pointless.
Presto just kind of walks out and just shrugs and says he's not coming.
God damn it.
Poor Presto lost his buddy.
Almost everybody.
All of his
The
friends.
FF.
All of his friends.
The cult took the
They're
most
dead.
from you.
They did.
Yeah, there's no reason
Took
for
your best
Presto to
friend,
leave.
took
Presto's up for
your money, your sugar daddy.
She's in.
Check the Bard actually wrote Presto a note that says, "Dear Presto, bro of bros, I have decided that Tiamat's story is the raddest story. Whatever the haters say. I'm joining up to go on a badass quest. If you ever want to join up with us, I will totally vouch for you. Check.
Check out.
Check in. Check out.
Check, please.
I kind of want that. That sounds really awesome. But-
So, they at that point
Or
decided
no, I
that
didn't age.
that was about all they could do.
that's sad.
They felt like they couldn't beat Mondath. They'd lost a party member. They returned to town and spoke to Leosin and decided to head north
I created
to follow the trail of treasure, essentially, across the land.
Oh, and then we did the goddamn road trip part of the
For
quest.
months.
That road trip was actually pretty tedious.
Well, that was we actually. I don't know. Was that when the road trip was? Or was that later?
Yeah, it was
Later,
after
'cause-
it was
'cause-
after Leosin because we talked to the family. They even
Well, no, because the
That's right,
actual
yeah.
the actual caravan journey was later.
Oh yeah.
First you guys got to, or you after you left, there was a short journey, at which point you encountered, well, you brought Nemia along.
Oh yeah, you got Nemia.
We
that's when
encountered,
we killed Ed the Etten, right?
we met Ed the Etten,
Yeah, I did.
who was guardian of much magical treasure.
You encountered Nemia, then she got her treasure, and then you went to a town, I think, where there was like a demon thing, or was that after?
That was later as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so on your initial road north to the city of Elturel, was the one we were trying to remember the name of. On the journey to the city of Elturel, you encountered Ed the Etten. You encountered a band of robbers that you actually chased
yeah.
to a riverbank.
Oh, and there was that beast cleric guy, right?
Yeah, you met another. It was essentially a more of a proper engagement against Mondath. Was what it ended up being. Where I replaced a few spells because she had that stupidly overpowered cleric spell. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And let you guys have more of a proper fight with her, or with this beast cleric, which also, of course, rewarded you with the
The
wand of
Mage.
the War Mage
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
the Trident of Fish Command.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we ever used.
You
I
have
don't even
not
know
used
who has
yet.
that. I don't even know who did Presto take that? I don't even
I
know
think
who
it
took
was
that.
I
Nemia.
took it, but
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure I gave it to.
Nemia?
To Maya?
No, Maya doesn't have it.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's
No,
on
Nemia.
Nemia.
Maybe it's on Nemia.
It is
and she
Nemia.
just left and
Nemia.
forgot about it.
It's
Forgot
probably-
about it.
Wait,
Whoops.
hey, maybe she'll find some use for it in the swamp.
I know, right? Fish Command. Come on.
Oh yeah, go get some fish for the.
Super useful.
Yeah,
Go just command a murky.
Yeah.
makes sense.
She became Aquaman in the swamp, savior of the
Sneaky.
lizardmen.
Hey, Stevie.
Yeah, and then they both missed the check puns.
I miss check puns.
Yeah, I know he'll be back. He has to be back.
Yeah, she had the
His
adamantium
boss battle.
plate.
If he comes back, you have to like engineer some way to like disable my character and just let me like just do PvP and just play as Check. Just like so, Check has these spells and like this equipment, and just try and kill them. Just
Convert them or kill them.
Okay. So you but you in the end you managed to make it to Elturel.
That's right.
You met up with
Nice.
Omthar Froom and Leosin Erlenthar.
Oh yeah.
The Order of the Gauntlet and member of the Harpers, respectively.
And then we became the Harpers.
You were offered membership into these organizations.
Ooh.
Two became Harpers. One became an Order of the Gauntlet. Nemia, the Order of Gauntlet. Jaela, a Harper, and Presto, a Harper. The ever enigmatic Maya, of course, declined both offers, finding them both too goodly for her liking. There was a
What's your
bit of a
401k
moment
plan?
when
No, I'm out.
Nemia met the high priest of her religion.
Oh yeah, it was like the patriarch,
Got to
right?
hear the
Yeah.
patriarch speak. Receive the patriarch's
Basically
blessing.
met the Pope.
Met the Pope. And that gave her the blessed sign that she was on the right
Yeah,
path, and her magical sun armor,
Yeah, yeah.
adamantine armor that always glistened and gleamed, and
She was basically that guy from Demon's Souls, or from
Yes.
Dark Souls. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Praise the sun.
Let's see. I believe somebody won a drink. Somebody won a few contests while they were there as well.
Oh, they had like games going on with
Oh, that's
Onthar
right.
because he was kind of boisterous over the Gauntlet guy, and there's like horse racing that I think Maya did well in, and I think there was
That's
like
right, 'cause
storytelling.
Maya poisoned
drinking
all the
contests.
horses.
Oh yeah, she
I pulled a bender.
pulled dirty tricks. I think there's like storytelling contests that we
Yeah.
failed miserably at. and
This was.
I think there's drinking
right-
contests that I think one of us actually did well in.
I did.
Yeah,
Jahala did.
I think Jahala managed to actually drink them all under
She
the
was
table.
second
This was
to
when
last.
we learned that Nemio just wanted to tell stories.
Yeah.
She kept telling the story of Ed the Etten.
That was it. Yeah,
There's a
just
mean old
only
Etten that
story.
wanted to kill ponies.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh, and of course the ever wonderful Tasha's uncontrollable hideous laughter that was cast on Ed the Etten, which almost worked.
But one of them didn't get the
One of the heads did not get the joke.
One of
was
them's like,
amazing.
I don't appreciate situational humor. Like, oh.
I don't get it. Which of course, Ed the Etten.
I have yet to use that spell again after that.
Like, it can work really well, but it is just based on a save. Which is
Yeah.
Well, Presto did manage to
Well, a lot
put
of
the
things
Etten to
are now.
sleep. They then decided to tie up the giant Etten, who immediately broke his bonds
Without
See a
any
world.
hassle.
without any effort whatsoever, and was then thankfully murdered by Maya.
Yeah.
They then had the long journey north, which
It's a giant road trip.
Yeah,
It was
I
like,
will
I
get-
think it was a month of game time, but of course, in our time, that meant it was like years.
Yeah.
it took a long time. And actually, what's funny, we actually finished the adventure in like a year and 2 months, I think.
Yeah.
The whole book.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
book.
It probably could have been faster, but I mean, it's not
Whatever.
like
You guys,
it's all got
you-
freaking jabs.
You guys
know?
negotiated almost every single situation.
Yeah, that also
That
probably
was a
took.
big part
It
of
probably
it.
would have been a lot faster if we just kind of, or slower if we killed everything. I don't know, because D&D combat takes quite a while.
Yeah.
It's-
True. And besides, it's more fun trying to talk your way out of it.
It's a lot more fun.
So you managed to make your way to Baldur's Gate, where you joined a caravan to follow several wagons of treasure north.
Oh yeah, we hung out in Baldur's Gate for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was like it was,
We're
it was
like,
an afternoon.
We're like, whoa, Baldur's Gate! And just left.
Get out of here.
Just cut to us leaving.
On the journey to Baldur's Gate, Presto acquired Chanjo, his familiar,
Yeah!
Oh yeah,
his
the cool
extravagant bird
Yeah.
parrot.
Oh, and you totally fleeced that dude
totally-
at the end of the journey. That was awesome. There's a guy on the caravan.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, dude, I really want to buy your awesome bird. And he's like, well, no. And he kept like,
I
kept
kept
upping
I
the
kept
price.
denying
He's
that
finally
guy
like,
because I kept upping the price.
I know, I loved you. Just kept, kept stonewalling him until finally he's like, okay, I'll give you all this money. And you're like, all right. And then you just teleported him back after you left.
So messed up.
So there's that may cause problems later.
I bet. I bet. There's probably characters that'll reappear. It's like, just cast invisibility when he shows
Yeah,
up.
right.
It's like,
So
where's that wizard? Oh, we lost him. I'm sorry. He died in a combat or something.
on the I think it was like a 6-month journey north.
It was
Took
6
quite a long-
months. Oh, shit.
No, I don't, maybe not quite that long. I actually do have every single encounter you guys went through all listed out. still.
Wow.
I remember, we encountered the elk. There was a giant elk that was actually an elf who was
Evergreen.
cursed by a wizard. And
Mr.
then
Evergreen.
we joined up with Evergreen. There was an encounter where there was a guy that we were clearly supposed to have some sort of moral conundrum
And
about.
we were
where
like,
it's like
whatever.
a criminal who's like buried with his head out, and he's like dying of thirst, and we're just like, we just kind of moved on.
Move
Like,
on.
rule of law, right? Or like everyone's either like, I don't care, or like, well, law's the law. And just
Maybe
kept
he
walking.
deserved it.
Like, okay.
I forget. Did you guys ever find out? Yeah, I think you did.
There was that assassination thing that we never really kind of figured out, and we were kind of blamed for, but we just kind of shouted
Maya-
it play down.
Cut off a noble's hand.
Yep, I did that.
Yeah, there was that noble. There was
Yeah.
that noble lord. We had a fight with a pretty badass.
You took
wizard
that
who
book,
took
and
his
then the
book.
wizard. Yeah, I got pissed at you for us taking.
And
the
I
stamp.
like the
We took
wizard
the
came
stamp.
back, but he's like, keep my fucking book. I don't care.
Yeah,
We're like,
right.
okay. Like, he's like, I just want that cool little trinket thing. We're like, all right.
No, you guys had the seal of the king.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
seal, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, you guys stole one of the most valuable items you possibly could have.
I had this great item and we lost it.
No, yeah, I know.
Now we can impersonate a king.
Yes, and so that was recovered, thankfully.
Boo!
Oh man, you guys would have been chased to the end. That would have
No,
made
you're
some
putting it there.
later encounters so much harder.
Oh wait, are they the
And
same?
you'd have had a small
use the
army
pencil
following
bit.
you.
Okay.
Wouldn't that have been
You
amazing?
have another one over there.
It's,
Tiamat would
it's
have
empty,
stood a
actually.
chance at that point.
So here's an extra. Here's
Okay.
an extra eraser.
You guys fought on the journey north. Fought a couple of shape changers.
Oh god, those awful shape changers.
Oh
who
my
are just-
god,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just saying
Just
horrible.
punching. They
Just also known as fist punchers. That's it.
they just
Oh god,
clone.
stop punching me! Stop it!
I think Jahala almost died in that
We
encounter.
Yeah.
almost had a team
Yeah.
wipe. We almost got a party wipe just from these guys
Stupid
pummeling
shape
us to death. That's all they did. It's like, now I'm going to punch him again. Like
They were
Jesus.
doppelgangers.
Yeah,
That's
doppelgangers.
They have mind reading abilities and were able to tell everybody exactly what they wanted to hear and
Yep.
lured Presto into some bushes and attempted to kill him. And actually did knock him unconscious, but he had his orc ability once again
Yep.
saved his life. But he was then able to teleport away and run.
Yeah, that's right. I was like,
Later.
Misty Step!
Later. I like for Nemia, they had to do like there was like a lot of intrigue going on with like Jahala and with like Presto's like seduction, and then for Nemia it's just like I like horses. Like oh cool, I trust you. Like okay.
Let's see. Yeah, you found you met the stag, the doppelgangers, encounter called roadside hospitality.
Cool.
And you met the four noblemen, who you later discovered weren't noblemen at all.
No.
Yeah, they were like vampires or some shit. Well, I don't think that was ever revealed, but I'm pretty sure they had to be fucking vampires.
Something like
They seemed
that.
way-
And
But they were like evil cultists. I remember that. They
you,
were like
you,
death
you
gods
never
or
learned it, but
something.
they did murder one of the ponies
Oh, okay.
Oh, what
with a
jerks.
poison dart.
Oh, it was them.
They're the ones. Yeah, they did everything. They were all dicks.
Yeah, they were super dicks.
They were mean. They also probably would have killed you if you fought them, so it's a good thing you did.
Yeah, they seemed like there was a lot more going
I
on.
murdered that horse too.
Oh, I know.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Nemia
Killed
got
this
really
horse.
upset about it.
That's why they killed one of yours.
Yeah.
Fair is fair. At the end of your journey north, you found the Karnath Roadhouse, which something seemed off about. You managed to determine that all of the treasure that was unloaded was being taken through a secret tunnel, being carried off by, as it turned out, lizardmen, which you met near Castle Neritar.
I'm still glad we didn't end up like kicking the crap out of Lizardmen and becoming friends with them.
Well, I like
It
that we
could've been
managed to
completely
solve that
different.
encounter in all possible ways
Yeah.
at once, where we both beat them into submission
That's
and
right.
became friends with them. Like, we just did all of the things.
So you guys, you what is it? You killed a couple of lizardmen. You forced them to surrender. Then you befriended them, posing as cultist leaders.
That's right, yeah. And then we
led them in a lizard man uprising
And you helped them carry the rest
against
of the treasure, which was
frogmen.
nice.
Yeah.
So getting to Castle Neritar, yes, you discovered that the bullywugs and the lizard folk were at odds under the leadership of the cultists. I forget his name now. I forget all their names now. I have them written down here somewhere.
Snapjaw.
Snapjaw, that was his name.
Fucking Snapjaw.
Snapjaw, the impromptu leader of the lizard folk.
MVP.
He assisted you in your attempts to infiltrate. You learned that Resmir was there, and you thankfully never encountered her because she knew your guys' faces.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, we ended up having a pretty big battle. We the the lizard men totally dominated the bullywugs because they actually have much better stat blocks. They dominated them. We rushed the keep. We kind of kicked the like half-elf wizard's ass, but then he ran off, and then we just found him covered in acid, dead later. We're like, oh, I wonder what happened here.
First, you guys went underground.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
we
yeah.
fought. Oh yeah. First, we killed the chieftain of the frogmen.
Yeah.
Um,
And
got
then I got poisoned.
Got hit with the poison, in which
got hit by mind poison.
At
yeah.
which point she attempted to submerge herself underwater and drown herself. You guys decided not to
Poor
allow it to
Presto.
happen, so the monk began fist fighting with the other characters and
Kept
kicked
missing-
their butts.
Not Nemia. Kept missing Nemia.
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay,
But
can-
Presto just came into the water. It was just all of a sudden like punched in the face and kicks and punched some more.
almost killed.
Almost killed.
Almost killed by his ally.
Yeah, that would have been depressing. Funny, but depressing.
Yes, you met
Dark
the
humor.
half-elf.
Yeah, he would have been rendered unconscious, and we could have
Yeah.
dragged you both out. It's,
Yeah, could have happened. How did we get her out again? Did I get put to sleep? I can't
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Okay.
Presto
Presto was like, screw this.
Presto was smart about it and just cast sleep, and
And that was it.
yeah.
So you were saved, during the uprising, you managed to, like you said, defeat the elf, or half elf wizard, drive off the remnants of the bullywugs, and before leaving, Nemia decided that she wanted to stay and bring God to these godless lizard folk.
And start a new church of lizardmen.
I
It's
hope we get to see
gonna
some
be a
of-
whole paladin order. Like if we do something like way later, many years later in this same universe, it'll be like a whole like paladin order of like lizard folk paladins. Like,
Worshippers of.
here's hoping she succeeds because that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Worshippers of the sun god.
Yeah, was it
They're
Palor?
like,
Palor.
well, it was. I mean, yeah, it was Palor. Although they also kind of worshipped a different kind of sun deity, and so it's kind of
Yeah,
like
it was the
she
god
was
of
basically piggybacking
life
on
and
that,
death.
and like
Like,
very
yeah.
very Christian style, just piggybacking on that. So basically, they'll worship their own form of Palor, kind of like. Like I imagine it kind of like how Christianity would like spread to like Central and South America, where it's like, okay, it's like the Virgin Mary, like they have that kind of thing, where it's like this different version of Catholicism, like basically a different version of Palor there, where they just kind of worship different forms of Palor.
Well, the god they worshipped was the god of life and death.
Right.
And Palor is basically just a god of life. And
Yeah,
so it was
so
the same.
she's-
It was the same idea. It was just replacing decay with sunshine.
Yeah. And just kind of downplaying the elements of their pagan stuff, and yeah, we'll see how that works out, or not. Maybe we'll never see any indicator of that. Probably
We shall
not.
see. That'd be fun though if we did get to see.
It'll be
that.
pretty funny if like a whole order of like lizard folk paladins arrived on the scene at some point.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Help us arrive!
And then they just get murdered. You led us up on a false comment.
Oh man, we're actually really underpowered this paladin class.
I was in spec for this.
As they were getting ready to leave, a dwarf cook by the name of Tharm Tharmzid,
A real NPC in the campaign who was there in the castle.
who is for some reason named, no idea why.
Named
Named
Cook
in
for
the
some
book,
reason.
though.
And I remember, like, doesn't it just have, like, a single sentence? Like, there's also a dwarf cook named Tharm Tharm.
It does.
That's
That's
it.
It's a lot.
It's like, we're just like, let's make him a character.
So he decided he didn't want to stay living with the lizardmen because their taste in food is awful.
And he was secretly a druid.
Yes. And secretly attempting to undermine the cultists. And so he decides to join with the group. They travel through a portal in the floor and arrive in front of a nice hunting lodge, which they discover is full of all sorts of horrible, horrible people. But in classic their style, rather than just charging in with swords drawn, they begin to negotiate when they are discovered. And
I like that we would have gotten into combat if we fucked with a statue, as a particular statue. And, like, I remember Presto was looking at it, like, maybe I should whack it with my stick. And then like I was like, no wait, I have stone cunning. And I looked down like, it just seems like a statue. It's fine. I'm like, oh okay. And like if you had smacked it, it would have activated.
It was actually a gargoyle,
Oh,
It was a real gargoyle.
which you guys had been actually forgot to mention that on the journey north.
Gargoyle.
Became fascinated by the fact that the cart in front of them
Gargoyle!
had a gargoyle guarding
We
it,
couldn't do
Gargoyle.
anything with Gargoyle.
We
Gargoyle.
really
Gargoyle.
wanted to.
secured by a magical silver chain.
We just wanted to crash the Gargoyle into the cultist camp.
Whenever there was
Yeah.
combat, we wanted the gargoyle's help. We're like,
Gargoyle!
gargoyle! Didn't do
And
anything.
It was just.
We tried to lead enemies to the gargoyle. We
Nothing.
tried all kinds of stuff. Kite them towards the gargoyle.
They have to follow it. Their path says they have to.
They managed to meet Talus the White here in this hunting lodge, who immediately knew who they were.
We're not
Um,
that sneaky anymore.
In addition to having known the bright Riley Montague, Czech the Bard has been traveling the same path they had traveled. So, various people or the various lizard folk, I should say, at the Castle Neritar knew of Czech the Bard, and Czech the Bard had told many stories of them.
I
Or
hope the
more
whole
specifically
campaign-
Presto.
I hope the whole campaign is just following the path of Czech. And we'll just slowly
Just
by
two steps
like
behind.
secondhand just figure. Yeah, we're always 2 steps behind. Like secondhand learning about basically an epic journey that Czech takes with like cultists just alone, and just figuring out like what happens and just
Yeah.
culminates in like finally finding it.
We were on our way to
And it's
that
really
Dragon Mask.
anticlimactic. Like we don't even fight. He's just like,
Hey guys, I missed you.
hey guys, I got pretty bored of this. Go ahead, kill Tiamat. I don't care.
Some of this crap.
I got bored and just leaves. Like, oh, okay.
Yes, and so as Czech had arrived, also told Talus the White all of the stories, given description of Presto and Maya and Jayala,
As Preston or as Czechs do.
as Czech does. In fact, almost all the cultists know who you guys are at this point.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's pretty bad to get a very talkative player character to join the cultists
Yeah.
way early on. Like, oh, okay. All
It's
right.
like, oh, I'll be drawing you pictures of them.
And the good thing he's a shitty artist. He's a horrible artist. They're like awful
Just
stick
stick
figures.
figures.
Really bad stick figures. Like, I mean, I guess this could be them, but I don't know. This could be anybody.
But it's made even funnier by the fact that both Presto and Czech, with no intention whatsoever, were both blonde-haired, blue-eyed half-orcs.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty. They stand out.
There's thought that maybe they're half-brothers.
Hard to tell.
They are from the same town, same hair, same eyes.
Yeah, you know. How many
They're-
half-orcs are there?
Yeah.
They really could be without them actually knowing it, but they call each other bro
What if-
anyway, so it's like.
What if their dad had a weird fetish with human women?
Or
That would've been
the
a
other
full
way.
orgy.
Or the other way, you know? Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's hard.
Oh yeah. Either way.
It's hard to tell. You don't really know. That's kind of unknown in their history.
So all we know is that they're both blonde-haired, blue-eyed half-orcs.
I'm betting they actually are like half brothers at least. Yeah.
Who are? What?
Czech and Presto.
Check and Presto.
Like, that's the
Like,
plot
without them
twist at
actually
the end when you have to
knowing,
kill
yeah.
him. He's like,
I'm your
but I was your
brother."
half-brother.
We're brothers, Presto.
I know,
Wait,
but you
what are the
betrayed me. No, we're actual brothers.
What actual bros? What are the odds? Wait, I guess same hair color and skin. Oh, okay, yeah.
We're both same
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 area.
Came from the same area. Okay.
We're from the same tribe. I mean, people thought it was kind of weird
And,
that, you know.
and you both have a penchant for performance.
Yeah, just
Yep.
extreme personality traits.
Yeah, it's true.
You guys aren't brothers. Oh, okay.
Tellus agrees to assist you, or agreed to assist you in your journey. Gave you a lot of information for the next stage of your quest into the castle on the clouds, and gave you some small items by way of assistance,
Like a thermal drill.
like a thermal drill.
She gave you that.
You have to carry the thermal drill everywhere with you. If you don't pick it up, you hear this insistent voice saying, "Hey guys, go get the thermal drill."
She gave us a magical amulet that she could talk to us through, and Talos kept saying, like, guys, the thermal drill, go get it.
It's all messed up.
Oh, shit.
Balls.
Ugh, there it is.
Oh, I am terrible at that. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Jeez.
Terribly good at that.
Jeez. You guys briefly traveled through a town called Parnast, in which nothing happened.
Whoa, the town took off.
Wasn't
No,
that?
you guys
went
went
to-
past it.
that's
You went
right,
to
yeah.
Sky Castle.
Oh, right.
Skyreach Castle. Which
Yeah, we did nothing there. We were just like, where's the castle? There it is. All right.
We're out
I
later.
think we looked around like, are there any shops? Like, there's a potion shop. Nah, fuck it.
Let's just go.
well, that's right. You guys let the alchemist die. Cleanest.
Yep, the alchemist died, and we found his kids later, who were just
Yeah.
like
That was the
orphans.
beginning of the-
Although
That was
then
the
Maya gave them money, which was nice, you know. She was like, "Oh, sorry, orphans,
that was-
we let your father die. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's some pity change. Go get a job."
Okay. Anyways, and in the Skyreach Castle, after once again much guile and much deception, you guys basically negotiated your way through the entire place, finding where everything was before
Like
making
Grumble
any
Guts.
action.
We made
You-
friends with
Grumblegut
Grumblegut,
the
the
troll.
The troll.
He was awesome.
Oh, he wasn't over.
That's right. We took
Grumblegut the ogre.
Yeah, he was awesome.
And Grumblegut lived. I remember because we pointed him out in the combat, like, which one's Grumblegut? Is that guy? And he missed again. We're like, yeah, Grumblegut.
Yes, the Grumblegut the ogre was attempting to impress them with his javelin throwing, and was awful at it.
All the other
Just
ogres picked
awful.
on that.
All the other ogres
Everybody
picked
laughs
on
at
him.
Grumblegut. Are we still on the castle in the beginning, or have we moved on from the castle?
No, we were flying the castle
We're still
away
on the castle.
to the giants.
Okay, well, I'm wondering because it's a new campaign, so I don't know if
Yeah.
we've like completely shipped space. Well, you'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys were in this massive, basically like a giant iceberg in the sky, massive flying castle made of ice.
Thank God global warming wasn't in effect in that town, or else the Sky Castle would have been gone.
No, remember? It had the hardness of stone. It was
That's
just
right.
Yeah,
it felt
ice.
like it felt like stone, but was made of ice.
It
It
weirded
was
out
very
arms
magical.
and really
It
hard.
really-
It's just magic.
I hated that. It was so shitty. It wasn't even made of stone. It's flying and it's not even made of stone. What a shitty castle.
There was
the
a
shittiest castle.
there was a white dragon there by the name of.
Oh yeah, we pissed off the
something or
dragon.
other.
Do it. Piss him off.
Just do it, Shake.
We did it.
Gial almost died.
Yeah, it was me and Jahala.
Gial almost
Yeah.
died though.
For that last battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You almost got killed before you even got out of the cave.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, because it
yeah.
did some heavy breath weapon shit, and we're just like, ooh, damn. Like,
That's right. I remember that. That was actually pretty epic too.
mm-hmm.
I
You
wasn't,
rode
wasn't
on the
there at
back
one-
of a giant elk to escape. And
Yeah. Wasn't there at one point where like I was like, okay, we should go now. We need to go now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were talking. Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to be sure that we pissed it off good enough.
Question: if I put like
Wizard!
2 new decks,
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Just
you
go
met
up to 6.
you met Blagathus,
Yeah.
the,
Anything else
the
change?
cloud giant.
I think your armor class would probably change.
Okay.
It would probably increase by 1.
Yeah.
So in the journey through, they finally had another encounter with Resmir,
Okay.
whom
I'll ask him when he's done.
in their rush to find out what was behind the door, knocked, just had no response, lockpicked the door,
Oh,
opened
that's
it,
right.
and saw a very annoyed-looking Resmir staring at them,
Hey,
saying,
well, you know what? If she wanted to talk, it would have been very different.
saying,
She was upset.
saying, "No, by all means, come in. Don't let the locked door stop you."
I do remember that. That was pretty funny.
It was.
It entered the room only to be attacked by a smothering rug.
No, that's
Sorry,
right.
sorry. It's just it's an adventurer's gut reaction. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They actually managed to kill Resmir in a very actually tricky way by making her incredibly powerful magic sword.
Yeah, heat metal. That was so
metal.
good. I was so glad I memorized that. I was like, yes, heat metal. Like first, I kept basically all of my moves for that entire fight were just to really cheese that fight, just cheese the fuck out of it, just pull really shitty stuff. And first, I'm like, okay, first polymorph on Resmir. That didn't work, and then she got the save. I'm like, okay, heat metal on her hella awesome looking sword. Like, god damn it! I had to drop that shit. Like, oh, I have to pick it up.
And when they killed Resmir, she burst into flames and burnt to a cinder. Became a pile of ash on the floor.
When I became a roaring bear, that clued in some new guests.
Oh, yeah.
Probably, because it made a lot of noise.
At which point Rathmadar and Asbarus Joe, who had been Asbarus Joe had been on the caravan travel north.
And he failed it for
he did not do much on that journey.
As
But,
far as Jude.
They're both Red Wizards of Thay, as it turned out.
Everyone, listen to my words.
They then got into quite an interesting wizard's duel, actually.
Oh, that was amazing.
Rathmadar used
Jesus.
almost all of his spells in that
He
fight.
pulled every trick in the book.
He did.
He created
pulled
a
some
major
freaky dick shit.
illusion
Yeah,
of Resmir that you guys fought for a little while.
Yeah.
Basically making it look as though Resmir just rematerialized in a gout of flame and then began to threaten and menace them.
Because she died in such a weird way where it's
And
like,
then,
oh, I don't know, is this like the re-res of the boss? Like, is this like round 2 of the fight?
This wasn't even my final four.
And then he used greater invisibility.
Greater invisibility, and then began still continue to cast
To
spells.
cast spells. And we're like, how is he doing? He has greater invisibility.
Well, yeah, because he had his own like duplicate that he used, which was awesome. Where he basically allowed that to go invisible. Then he cast greater invisibility. Then he kept casting spells while his duplicate was there. So we were getting really confused. And I even went into a snake form with blind sense and went next to him like, "There's nobody here."
And then, like, you guys at one point were trying to find out where he was, and he started using ghost sound to make noise down, or minor illusion to
that's
make
right.
noise down the hall.
Yeah, so I scurried down there like there's like nothing down there. Oh, that was such bullshit. That was such a.
But you did kill Asbarus Joes, which was good.
Yeah, we killed him early on. Just focus fire down the dumb little apprentice. Just take him down.
You got very close to killing Rathmadar, but in the final encounter, final end of the encounter, Jayala and him were on the edge of the balcony of the cliff,
Surrounded by a flame wall.
by a wall of fire. Rathmadar does was it portal? It was
Yeah, he
something-
casts dimensional door.
dimensional door.
Yeah.
Dimensional door casts the opening behind him, leading. It was like 100 feet down. Falls
So just under the
backwards,
castle, yeah.
disappears through a portal underneath the castle, and casts flight and flies away.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Beware my Rafflecopter.
It's like something straight out of a movie, that scene.
Actually, when
Yeah.
Just fell backwards and just disappeared, laughing.
The first
laughing
It was
at
pretty
the-
We had a
epic.
wall of
It was
fire
quite-
with the
The
fire.
wall of fire, the portal, that was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Although I like to think that, like, in my headcanon, whenever wizards cast flight, they just have to T-pose around. It's like, just T-posing
No
through
clip,
the air.
no clip.
They just got no clipping around.
Straight out of an MMO.
But you guys managed to get your hands on a lot more loot at that point.
Yeah.
And managed
We got the
to
scrolls,
Adds
that's where the
+2
scrolls
my
came from.
AC for the bracers of defense.
That was when the alarm was raised.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And you guys managed to hide for a bit, take a rest, come out.
We posed as laborers.
Mhm.
I'm just a cook. That was for most of that encounter was like we're cooks. I'm cook. We're cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
And you ended up getting captured by Blagathkus, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think he just
yeah.
met us at the door. And we're like, hey.
Alright, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blagathkus, who you discovered Blagathkus actually had all of his own reasons for working with the cultists, and with Resmir dead and Rathmadar gone, he now had no one else in charge. He was able to do as he pleased once, of course, the White Dragon was killed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so began the final encounter.
Which we
Where-
once again cheesed. I like the cheesing there, where like we attempted to like trick the dragon into leaving its hoard because we had to get it outside, but like that totally wasn't working. Where like first we just tried to bluff it, and it's like why would I even care about what you have to say, let alone believe you? And then we're like, what if we just started taking your treasure? And we just started putting it in our pockets, and it's like, what are you doing? Stop! I'm a dragon. You're not supposed to do that. Well, it's too bad. I'm still taking your money, and that's happening. Like, finally, he just took enough, like, after several turns of taking money, it's like, okay, the dragon attacks you. And we're like, oh, get out of there!
Glazhail, the Cloud Chaser, flies up to the top of the castle to attempt to locate them, and encounters a whole horde of ogres and giants all just waiting to kick his ass. A massive fight ensues in which Blagethkus unleashes all of his awesome cloud giant might.
It didn't look like it was going to go well for a little bit.
Yeah,
It was pretty brutal.
it was.
There's also there's stuff on the chat that I can't see and I can't reach Mike's phone.
No one's responding. Nothing new yet.
Okay.
I just
Sure,
saw
it looks
something
like
new.
it looks like there's something new.
I just saw new
Flash
stuff.
said something.
No, you're
Oh,
right.
is it down on the...
Yeah, I can't
No,
reach
it's
it.
on underneath my book. Underneath my book, Joel.
That's right here.
No, I left that one on the floor. I have mine connected to it up top.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, it's here.
Because that way, if I want to type back as roll with us,
Oh,
does it show
yeah,
up on
Slash,
that
I think
screen
you
over
might have
there?
missed that encounter. It was one night,
Oh,
and I think
that one was pretty... It was somewhat quick, considerably.
it was a quick,
Considering-
just the dragon.
The dragon battle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was over a
Honestly,
single night, and it was...
It was primarily Blagethkus and the
Yeah,
Cloud
and
Chaser. They were just fighting
They
it
were
out.
just going...
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We were mostly just kind of there. We didn't really do much.
I
at
think
all.
I got
It was
one
just-
hit off the dragon, and
I got
that was
a
about
couple.
it.
Everybody did a little bit of damage to the
Yeah.
dragon, and
But
the dragon,
majority of it
the
was
dragon basically
Blagethkus.
just flew around Kona colding your ass.
Yeah.
He got. I think he regened his breath weapon almost every round.
I don't
it
think
was
so.
it was pretty brutal.
Farms did
I remember,
almost nothing. Farms did only in
Giala had a pretty rough time, but
Yeah, well, Giala, yeah, 'cause-
I got lucky because I saved like 3 times for those cones. So I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
no, I'm cool. No, I'm cool.
yeah, Giala wanted to fight the dragon, so Blagethkus
That's right,
was like
threw her.
levitates.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right.
he just floated
and
her
it
up.
ended up being useless. Yeah, no, she like went up and like was about to like, I'm gonna do it. Like didn't even get a punch in when just like just Kona cold or something. Just unconscious in the air, just floating around.
Blagethkus took her gently from the sky, kept her from being dead. Yeah, and he also unveiled the ability of the keep itself, which is the storm ability. Which
Oh, is
allows
that
it
so? Is
to
the
do-
keep that was doing
Yeah,
that?
the
okay,
bolts,
lightning bolts.
4d10 lightning damage on
Yeah.
any one target.
Basically, call lightning, which I would have been casting, but we'd already. It was such a brutally long engagement because we had the whole fight with Resmir, then the whole fight with the wizards. No time to actually rest and regain any spells. And then we still had to face off a dragon. We're like,
Yeah.
Blagethkus, could we like get a short rest before that? And he's like, no, we gotta do this now. I'm like,
You guys,
fuck!
you guys had gotten one short rest, and it was while you were waiting for Blagethkus to come talk to you.
Yeah, so I couldn't get any spells back or anything. I could only get like the thankfully I could get the animal forms back and just get healing, so I could just kind of blow through the HP of like being a giant elk.
So did we cover what happened with the dragon?
And
Yeah.
in the end, you guys basically befriended Blagethkus, and he took you off to the north to
Where were we
speak.
going?
You're going to basically his army.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
has a
yeah.
small
Yeah.
army of giants.
Forgot about
So is that where we just? That's where we left off. Is
Yeah.
that essentially where we begin? Are we still just on the castle traveling?
You
or
guys
has,
are there.
Has a certain amount of time? How much time passed? And
Day.
okay, just a day.
So,
you guys get a long rest.
We rested up. Did Presto have any time to learn any spells from like his book, his scrolls? Like you're
Not
getting
yet.
a whole like Presto's got a whole damn like bunch of spells that he can learn. now.
I've already got it planned out to set it up so that he can finally actually learn some of his spells.
Yeah.
Because he's had that damn book forever.
You've got this book
Yeah.
forever. Now you have a scroll of Featherfire and Featherfall and Fireball, and I think Fireball was already in the book anyway. So you just got a bunch of Fireball shit to work with, and yeah.
Okay. So I just want to do this quick cap of that I had written out at one point, and I'm just going to read off as sort of a recap of the characters and who they are. Presto the Magnificent, the half-orc wizard with a soul for entertainment and grandeur, a graduating member of the Sim and Solabim School of Mail Order Wizardry.
Mail order wizardry.
Maya, the orphan thief, With a hatred for the upper class, her quest for revenge is now ended. What will the untrusting rogue do next?
She's like a messed up Robin Hood.
Jayala, the tiefling monk. Her focused determination has seen her through the trials thus far. Will her calm see the day saved, or shall her fiend nature release itself? Check the bar. Nemia the Farm. A juridic dwarven cook. His recent addition to the team came as a shock. He seems trustworthy, but who can tell what secrets his past may hold?
Also, speaking of like secrets and stuff, I forget. I never wrote down the stuff that his ring does. He has a magic ring,
Oh yeah,
and I know it makes it so he's resistant to like telepathy or something.
His thoughts cannot be read.
Oh, yeah, okay, thoughts can't be read, and then there's the other thing where just
If
like
he
if he
dies,
dies, he
his
gets,
soul enters the ring.
yeah. Okay.
If you want,
Is that it?
Did you have the name of it written down?
No, I forgot to write down any info.
This is pretty much empty.
That was basically it. I think it might have given you a small bonus to your,
I don't
like some of your saving throws.
That would be important info to have.
Ring of warmth, ring of spell storing, regeneration, protection, mind shielding. Here it is. You're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts. Determine whether you are lying. Know your alignment or your creature type.
Nice. Okay.
Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible.
Oh, okay.
Until you remove the ring or until you die. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it.
So this
You can remain in the ring or depart to the afterlife. As long as your soul is in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. The wearer cannot prevent this telepathic communication.
So I think I'm going to add 2 dexterity, by the way.
Okay.
And that would mean that
Your AC is going to go up by 1. Your dex to hit is going to go up by 1, and then your dex damage will go up by 1.
dex damage.
I think you use dex damage
Even if I
for
use
your
2, it's
unarmed
not-
and your staff.
If it goes up by 2, you get up your plus. Or actually, what's your starting stat?
What do you mean starting stat?
What is your stat?
She's
currently?
at an 18. She would be
Okay.
going up to a 20, so
So
that'd
then-
be plus 1.
So then you'd have a 5. You'd be a plus 5 for all of your.
You basically get plus 1 per 2 points.
You're
Okay.
changing your stat from an 18 to a 20.
Yeah.
But the bonus goes from a plus 4 to a plus 5.
Okay.
So you're changing that 4 to a 5, and
Yeah.
you're changing 18 to 20. And yeah,
Okay.
so your dex is going to go up by 1, and then all of
And
your
then
2 hitting
my
damage stuff.
saving throws.
That
That would
go up
also
by
go
1.
up by 1.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey Darby,
Yes.
I've chosen my spell.
What is your spell?
The spell that I have chosen is Mordenkainen's Faithful Watchdog.
But do you have material components for said spell?
He didn't say
No,
anything.
he didn't say anything about that. You told me that. No, but I said I wanted to cast Mordenkainen's Faithful Watchdog.
Are you actually choosing that spell?
I actually
I
am.
forget what it does.
Okay, here's the thing. It is way overpowered.
Is
Oh,
it?
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good because it's always been so underpowered.
Okay, so real quick. You conjure a phantom watchdog in an unoccupied space that you can see within the range. Where it remains for the duration. Okay, until you dismiss it. Or until you move more than 100 feet away from it. The hound is invisible to all creatures except you, and it can't be harmed. When a small or large creature comes within 30 feet of it, without you speaking the password that you specify when you cast a spell, the hound starts to bark loudly. The hound sees invisible creatures and can see into the ethereal plane. It ignores illusions, and at the start of each of your turns, the hound attempts to bite one creature within 5 feet of it that is hostile to you. The hound's attack bonus is equal to your spell casting ability plus your proficiency bonus, i.e. 9.
Right. So you
20
can just put it
plus
in the
9.
like you're like in a room. You just put it in the hallway outside
Right,
the room.
exactly.
Yeah. And does
On
it? But it can't move. It only stays
It
in
stays,
one spot.
Yeah, it can't move, but on a hit, it deals 4d8 piercing damage.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's really useful. It's a situational spell, but it's really useful putting it into a choke point.
Yeah, it's a great choke point spell.
And on top of that, it's like it lasts 8 hours, so it's basically like, if somebody comes up or something
Night watch.
like that, night watch. But I can also like save it because we also have the daggers here. But
And that'll be
we're
nice.
in an area with a choke point. Just cast
Now,
the
do you-
spell.
If we lose Maya, that'll be
Which is
really
nice.
important to have because
Because
Maya's
it's only
been
one
Maya's essentially
Yeah.
been our magical watchdog character with that magical knife.
Yeah, but this one, well, I mean, I could choose a different ability. I thought that one would be really good because of the amount of damage that it can do.
It seems not. No, it seems nice. Even not like it seems like it's totally designed for just taking a rest in a dangerous area with just a choke point. But also, I mean, it also just seems good just for a standard just combat scenario of like, okay, there's a bunch of like let's retreat here where there's a big choke point, and like that's always an awesome combat option.
Yeah.
If you like set up a choke point, and you have a spell like that, and it's like, all right, just put the dog there. You know, who even cares what the password is, as long the password isn't battle cry. Then,
Right, yeah.
then every turn the dog's
No,
doing
I know
shit
it-
tons of butt damage.
I know
to
what the
everything.
password is,
Here
and
you
it will always be dick butt.
Yeah.
But
You're
Dick
gonna
butt.
confuse the characters.
you're like, what the hell?
You gotta do this funny dance.
No, it seems like a good spell to have. Plus, that seems like a spell that you're not often going to find. On like, oh, you found a scroll of Mordenkaim's magical wand.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like you're not.
You
not really gonna
found a
find that.
scroll of Froststorm. It's like, yeah, that's probably pretty common.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already gotten like multiple iterations of Fireball. I think you've got like
Yeah, and
Fireball.
speaking of which, I'm already going to use the other things to win the different spells.
It's absence or appens.
Evans?
Evan, what?
XX.
X. It's the XX. Remember the X's where they don't mean anything because they're the front and back.
Yep.
Oh,
absence.
you're talking about someone in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hello. We did
Apple's
a
been
major
here before.
recap of everything that's
He,
happened in the
she,
story
it.
so far.
Yeah.
You missed it.
So now we're
Please.
so we're going to be on a magical castle,
Tumblr is a
a
place
magical
for every
flying
person. Why does it have to be a
ice
person? I'm a
stone
wolf.
castle
Human
that's flying that's piloted by a giant storm giant,
Flag in this.
and then we're gonna go to an army that he has.
No, the soul
Well, yeah, I mean it's
of his wife.
It's
Oh,
his
yeah.
wife that is like possessing castle or something. I don't know. Though we don't know that.
No, he
we're
told
not.
us.
Well,
No, he told us.
we're not supposed to know that.
No, he did. He told us eventually at the end of the
Oh,
fight.
Black has
Yeah, he did.
told us. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot that.
He likes us.
By the way, that's my wife. I banged this castle. There's a special hole that I use.
Oh god.
So Joel, it's only one spell you get per level?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I thought it was like 2 or something. At least.
Really?
I thought it was a couple.
I mean, it seems kind of underpowered to just have
Well,
one.
I did get an extra spell slot for 4th level spells. so
Right,
that's
yeah,
why
and that's
why.
cool.
Spellbook. 6 first level spells. Spells. Change this. Ability. Learning spells. First level and higher. Spells per level on your adventure. Sidebar.
I finally have shield, which has been super helpful.
Yeah, no. Each time you gain a wizard level, you can add 2 wizard spells of your choice to your spellbook.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I've been doing that all wrong. Cool.
Even Flash said that.
But obviously they're not all prepared spells.
Right, exactly. The idea is just that you get the longer you go, the wider a spell repertoire.
Right.
Which is, I mean, that's the whole wizard
Makes sense.
thing. So yeah, you should have. A wizard's supposed to have just a huge repertoire of known spells.
Well, in that case, I'll take greater invisibility as well because that's
Do
just
it.
super.
Yeah.
helpful.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's even in your specialization.
Yeah.
And if you can recall that you only took 1 in other levels, I think you should be able to take
Well, we
more
can
now,
you
right?
can actually calculate it out and find out exactly how many spells he's supposed to have.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because he picked up, I think, one from the book at one point.
Yeah, I picked up. Was it shield from the book?
I think it was. It was something low level because I said you had enough resources to learn like a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, wasn't it detect magic?
Maybe it was.
Pretty sure it was that one.
But anyways,
Yeah.
that's paperwork for later.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out later. Okay, and then Giala is she changing from an elemental master to a sun?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
No, the firebender.
Well,
It's basically still. It's pretty much all firebending shit anyway.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, except a little more powerful.
yeah.
And
What's-
just,
what-
and
what are
just
you
kind of a
changing?
cool,
What is it?
kind of a cool.
I'm no longer doing Thanks to this Fire Snake, which all it did was extend my reach by
Yeah,
10 feet.
It
It's
is
like didn't really even,
rarely came into play.
Yeah. didn't even do that much damage. The only damage was my own damage
Yeah.
that I would have done anyway. So, however, I am now a Sun Soul monk.
Sun soul.
They believe that they have a piece of the sun that's a part of their soul, and
They're
they
Super Saiyan.
yeah
Super Saiyan.
they are.
They glow with inner light.
Yeah, they actually do. They can potentially just like walk around and be a glow in the dark, light.
Jehovah, are you insane? Yes.
So I get to be able to harness the power of the sun. Power of the sun. Fuck my ass. No Spider-Man, anybody? No. Doctor? Okay.
Harnessing the power of the sun to blow up planets.
Anyway, so yeah. I think we can retcon that because she hasn't talked about herself very much personally.
She hasn't.
It could have been maybe it was like a soft spot with like a sensitive spot with her because like she's been trying to be a sun soul and yet she's never been able to actually.
And with
produce
Nemia's
the power.
help, she's found the light of Palor,
Yeah.
god of the sun.
Well, no,
God
like,
of the
apparently
sun.
there's another one, Lathinder or something. That's whatever it's
No,
called.
only Palor.
No, there's another.
There is no other god.
There is another god of the sun.
Flash approves of Sun Soul.
Thanks, Flash. I know.
Anyway,
I
it seems cool.
heard about it over the holidays, and I was like, "What?
And
I want that."
the Sun Soul, the elemental path did seem a little underpowered.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a little bit of a change up.
It's kind of awkward.
Farmzid is pretty much the same. He can now change into flying animals.
He can. Actually, he's now a
Nice.
warlock. No, I'm just kidding.
He's a warlock.
We're just gonna have to do some heavy retconning.
Oh.
No.
That's right. There was something we actually skipped.
Yeah,
Was
he
our
was
side
turned into a giant
adventure.
eagle.
So there was a side adventure with Check the Bard, where we learned a little bit about everything going on with him.
I guess, but we never really got.
We
never-
didn't
we
finish.
only
We
did
never
the one
finished
little
it.
thing, and they basically just entered the dungeon, dicked around a bit, and then we
That
just
was
kind of
it.
finished.
But
So I've just kind of
well-
put that off as like,
Well,
we could go there.
it
But
was important because you guys learned later that Check
they
the
got
Bard,
masked.
Check the Bard did find the Black Dragon mask.
yeah, we have to assume he was
Um,
successful. I mean,
Yeah,
come on, he's the main
yeah,
character.
that was their quest, was to find the Black Dragon mask, which I didn't explain about those
Isn't that
dragon masks
crazy?
and what they were and why they were so important.
That's right. I was about to say, did we talk about the map that Fana had? Because I don't think.
No.
No, that hadn't really come up. But you guys don't even. I don't even know. I guess
No
you
one
guys
knows
did
about
learn. No, I
Maybe
think
we
Monday
don't even know
oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, my dad might have mentioned.
I think somebody mentioned that. Oh, we have the map.
Yeah, they were looking. They were
That's right,
looking
we have
for.
failed.
They were looking for a map to locate this Black Dragon mask. There are 5 of these masks, and they are used in the ritual for summoning Tiamat. Yes, Joel.
Woo! Is there a limit to the spells that I can memorize based on level? I.e., if I choose to forget a level 1 spell, can I choose to remember a level 4 spell? Prepare, sorry.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
With the ones that you have, yeah, you.
I mean, there's limits on the
yeah.
spell slots
So
because
basically,
you
I
can
know-
you can
So,
memorize.
here's the thing, Joel. You remember, you have 3 things. You have your spell book.
Right,
You have the spells you can memorize per day, which
Right.
is different than your spell book.
right,
And then you have the number of spells you can cast.
right.
So if you wanted to, all of your memorized spells per day could theoretically be 4th level spells. It would just be that then you could only cast 4th level spells, and you couldn't use your 1st level, and so on and so forth.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have a level 1 that I barely use, which is False Life. And
Right.
I have that memorized, and I thought I'd put that in my non-memorized, so I could have greater invisibility.
Oh yeah, you can always change
Just
it.
change
Absolutely.
it. Go for it.
That's how it works for the
Yeah.
cleric too. Yeah, I'm constantly changing that shit.
What's a little surprising, sorry, real quick, is the fact that Mordenkainen's Faithful Watcher is not considered a ritual. It is a quick
Interesting.
action, but it doesn't have a ritual option.
Most rituals take hours, and
That's true.
and that would not be a spell you'd want to take hours to cast.
Well, rituals, I can cast. Well, here's the thing: if it has a ritual thing with my type of person,
You can cast it in
I
10
can cast
minutes,
it within 10 minutes instead of the standard time frame, and it doesn't take. I don't have to memorize it. Which
Oh.
works. So that's the reason why I'm like, oh, that would be really nice, and it's weird that it's not because it sounds like it would be a ritual.
Yeah.
But anyway, continue.
Right. So the masks. So the Black Dragon mask, which you learned they had not found. They were looking for a map for it. It just turned out that Fana, who had as part of her backstory a indecipherable map, that her husband was actually murdered while trying to hide from the cultists. So she had it. She was trying to get it deciphered. She died, had it stolen from her corpse by the cultists.
Her rat-chewed corpse.
Peter.
Poor Fana.
Too soon. Too soon.
They picked the rats off.
They were able to decipher it and learned the location of the Black Dragon mask. Czech was sent in to recover it with a a cadre of characters.
Ragtag crew. We don't know. I
still
guess
have
that's
all-
the thing that we don't know is we don't know if they all survived that, but we know Czech did because
Yeah,
he's like
it's Czech.
he has plot armor, so like Czech of
Plot
course
armor.
survives, but
That kobold I had did not have plot armor. He was
yeah,
dumb.
it basically the only question was like, did that kobold warrior die? We're all pretty sure he did.
Because it wasn't the spider, right? It was the other guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I have all their sheets still. Anyways, so he found that, which was of course given to Resmir, which you guys didn't find out Resmir had it until after it was already gone.
Because it teleported away from the stupid
Because
chest.
it teleported away inside the chest.
Oh,
As
that's
soon
what
as she
happened.
died,
Yeah.
it teleported.
Interesting. Yeah, because then we looked in like clearly it's gonna be. Oh.
It was empty.
Stupid programming tools.
Yeah. We
Yeah, wow.
Prepared Resmir.
What an oddly specific enchantment for things.
If I die,
If I die,
And this mask
teleport
is in this chest.
Yeah.
Well, it's anything inside the contents of
Yeah.
the chest teleport away.
Okay.
They weren't taking any risks with that thing. They needed it.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
it's too bad we
If you're
didn't
in a
grab it
universe
before
of
she died.
magic, you know, back up your shit. Yeah.
So
Oh,
yes,
they backed up the mask to the cloud. Damn it!
They just 3D printed another one.
So yes, Check the Bard had a major role in the summoning of Tiamat.
He will in this whole campaign. I just know it. He's got to come back at some point.
And then that leaves us with Maya, who
That's the
sounds
question.
like is probably going to be leaving us.
Yeah.
You
We
don't
should
know
still-
that.
We
We
should
don't know
still
that,
discuss that.
We know that.
So I mean, so for now, are you still just playing her and just
Oh, yeah.
kind of seeing what happens,
Yeah.
but like with the idea, like starting to lean towards like, she might bounce at some
Well,
point.
That means the
Because
barbarians
Darby and I have
will
talked
get
a little bit
there.
about what's to
Or
come
Warlock.
in essentially
It could
this
be
next
Warlock.
chapter. Yes.
Or a Jin.
Or Jin, yeah.
No,
I can't be a Jin.
no, you cannot be a Jin.
But it sounds like I do recall that you had a
Are
kind
they,
of
like,
cool, you
overly
had a kind of cool
powered, or-
barbarian
No,
character
It's
that
just
you
weird.
ridiculous.
It's just weird.
Just
It wouldn't
weird.
work.
Just sounds weird. I do recall that you seem to really like the idea of the barbarian character that you made. So that's an option.
Yeah, and there
Depends on your-
is actually good.
That's, I'm
segue.
actually honestly thinking that's the character I will probably end up choosing. Is that the Dragonborn barbarian?
Lizard lady.
Yeah.
Which I might change his background, because in this book they have actually a really good one. I just need to compare it, which is an inheritor. With his whole clan being wiped out and him possessing the last of his clan, like there's very easy story elements that Darby can then write in for this character as an inheritor. So
Cool.
I just
We'll
say
see.
I like the fact that it's kind of funny to me that we went from a group of 3 women and just presto, and then all of a sudden switched. Now we're getting males into the
Gonna be
group.
all kinds of dudes.
Yeah,
Major sausage fest.
it works though. You guys
Well,
actually get to
lizard,
play your
so
own
not really
gender.
sausage there. It was
Yeah.
More of a rope.
yeah, more of a extendo rope kind of thing going on.
That's-
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is the lizard man gonna wear pants or no? Like, I wonder what lizard
Armor.
men do.
there's armor.
I mean, I guess they have to wear
Dragonborn
armor.
are actually very proper.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
They're
they're all
super-
about pants.
They're
Okay.
super proper and reserved, and
Yeah, but I mean, they've already got a sheath, so I just wonder if like a lizard man is actually gonna think about that as much.
female
'Cause, like,
dragonborns have dragon boobies. So.
Yeah.
yeah, which is
Because-
weird. Like, you're not mammal. What?
Well, no,
what do
because
you
you're
use
like
those tits
because
for? What do
Dragonborn
you-
are like also mixed. They're mixed races technically,
Right.
So they could be humanoid, you know.
Yeah, I
so-
guess so. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
But they're not like functional. They're
Yeah, they're just
they're
aesthetically
they're
there.
mounds of scale.
They're
I guess.
aesthetically there.
It seems like the dudes would just have just a set of testicles, but like not a dick, you know, just some nuts, just kind of hanging there, just like because they just have random
Canon.
bits. They're
That's
just-
canon now.
Well, around the subject, Peter, this is a Peter pepper.
Peter.
It's like my sister grows that.
Oh God. Oh,
I told her I was going to have to tell you about it.
that's
It
disgusting.
looks like a penis. It's a Peter pepper.
It's a Peter Pepper.
Yeah,
That's a what?
that's a
That's
pepper.
what they
My
call the
sister.
Peter Pepper?
It's a Peter pepper.
Wow.
It's Peter's pepper. Yeah.
Dick
Yeah.
peppers.
Yeah.
Dick
Dick
peppers.
pepper.
Yeah,
For those of you at home, it's a pepper that looks like a dick.
that's
Mhm.
Peter's
Well,
pepper.
Yeah,
Piper Pepper.
Just have pepper in my pants.
But do you pickle them?
Oh yeah.
Do
It's
people
pretty
pipe
gross.
them?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Properly prepared.
Stop
Okay,
it.
Peter's back. Pickles.
Only really far away.
Okay.
All right.
So
Things. How do we
the
start
book
this?
has no information about the destination that it had me send you to.
Really?
What?
It has nothing.
I heard
Wow.
Dark-
So
every-
it's
I heard Dark
client
playing
video.
for a half hour.
No,
while
seriously,
setting up
I
the
was just
script.
going on and on about it. It's in this adventure.
Pretty
It is
dumb.
referenced like 5 times. In book 2, we're going to explain more about what this is. This is an option. You can help the giant. The giant will take you somewhere more interesting, and you can meet his army. And even in this book, it says, "Oh, there's information in here about it," and then gives none.
Interesting.
Huh.
So
I
does
guess
that mean
that's
are we
the-
going to have to retcons where he takes us somewhere different then?
No.
I mean, where's this campaign start?
Because it does still mention that Blagathkus has an army, and it does mention that one of the options is letting the giants have the castle. It accounts for it as part of the story. It just doesn't have anywhere that I can find where it actually talks about what's there, what's going on, what characters are there.
So what it is, there's just a bunch of giants in the mountains, and
Well,
they literally
okay.
come up and say, "Here's our new home," and they're like, "I've been tired of living under this, like rock house, yay!" And they all
Well-
get on the castle.
Is the campaign written? What I'm asking is like, where does it want you to start? Does it assume that you essentially just kind of like let them have it, and he just drops you off somewhere, just like gives you a ride somewhere else that you want to go? And
Well,
like,
basically-
all right, later, guys, and then they just kind of float off in their castle, and I'm like, see you, Blackus. Like, is that
Basically, what happens is I give an exposition dump again.
okay?
So
Which is fine. It sounds like
Yeah.
we're transitioning to a new campaign. You can
Yeah.
just talk about like you go here and this happens, and then you leave and you go
so
somewhere else.
you guys do get taken. You get to see his army of giants, which is quite an impressive thing. Mostly cloud giants, frost giants, things that do really well in the cold.
Yeah.
Because this is very far north. This is in the spine of the world.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we went that far north with
yeah,
all the teleporting and shit.
And so you get to sort of meet up with his army, and he sort of introduces you around a little bit. And he explains that these giants really they don't while some of them might be evil, none of them have any real outright hostility towards the small folk. They're not trying to take over the world, but Blagathkus wants the giants to gain power again and have a land and have actually be a
Build a
feared,
nation or
powered
something, yeah.
nation again.
Not just kind of be just like a monster that you find in the mountains
Right.
that adventurers kill.
And it's ever since the Dragon Wars ended, they've really just fallen by the wayside. And he sees this threat of Tiamat as a real way to get everybody back together. So he wants you, his hope is that you guys can assist him in the disruption of the ritual and the unification of the giants. While you're
Sounds
there,
okay.
a bird appears.
A bird? I can't
Birdie.
speak with animals.
It already speaks with you.
I know. I figured it was going to talk. I figured you were just going. A bird appears and looks at you. What do you do?
So to give you
I
an
shoot it.
So if you're watching for the first time, part of what I do in this is critique this adventure because at times it's kind of awful and at times it's kind of amazing. So, so this is before. Let's just read this. Wherever the characters are when this session begins, a raven flies up to them.
Wherever they are.
Don't worry about it.
The bird is part of an animal messenger relay dispatched by Leosin. The raven lands.
My buddy.
The raven lands a dozen paces from you, then boldly hops closer. A flat
Oh.
parcel wrapped in oilskin strapped to its belly.
Hey, bird.
It eyes you enigmatically for a few moments, then speaks in a familiar voice. Leosin Aranthar sends his heartiest congratulations. Please use the gift this bird brings to meet me in Waterdeep as soon as possible.
Oh wait, we're going all the way back to Waterdeep? Where are we at anyway?
We're the spine of the world.
Who's
Okay.
Leosin?
An
It's a
old friend of
well-spoken
mine.
bird.
He's a monk. An old monk friend of mine.
Do you know the bird too?
No, I think the bird is magical.
It's a cool bird.
Yeah.
We are here
Okay, where's Waterdeep?
Waterdeep is all the way down here.
And how long did it take
Oh,
us
God.
to
We
get
went-
from
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep, and that took several months?
That took 60 days about.
So
just
is
from here.
Jesus
So this is probably about like another 40-something plus days.
Christ.
so wait,
Considering
wait.
the weather conditions and everything else to
They're
go up
up
this
here.
way because
Yeah.
it gets so
I need to
cold.
get down
Because
here.
you can see like the high ice.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't you take a portal? Didn't we take a portal over there? Why don't we just use the portal back?
It doesn't.
You
It
guys,
doesn't
you,
work
you
that
guys
way.
notice a
It
small
doesn't?
parcel attached to the bird's leg.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I guess Shahala carefully unties it and takes it away from the bird
Alright.
and
Bird-
opens it.
The bird flies away.
Bye, bird.
You,
Oh, you're not coming with us?
you unfold to reveal a scroll of some variety that you can't read.
Oh.
I know you can read it.
Presto, you got. Can you make
Presto
me a
immediately recognizes this as a teleport scroll.
Just kind of hands it
Its
over.
destination is already mapped out. You can tell it will take you somewhere to the south.
Probably Waterdeep.
It's gonna take us somewhere to the south.
It's probably Waterdeep.
I don't want to go there. There's a lot of hicks down there.
Well, that sounds awfully convenient.
Yeah.
This sounds like an oddly convenient MacGuffin plot device.
I was like,
It's
this
the
is
MacGuffin
way
scroll.
too convenient.
And this is literally how it wants. If you're anywhere but Waterdeep at the end of the adventure, this is how it wants it to start.
Okay.
Getting back
So-
to Waterdeep.
Wait,
it-
really?
it-
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're not going to be in Waterdeep
Right.
when the,
You'll have crashed the castle.
So are
Right.
we at
It's
just
radius.
undisclosed army location now, or are we with
Yeah.
Black?
You guys know where. I mean, you guys have an idea where it is. You flew there, so you were able to see the terrain. And
Okay, well, and, wherever this place is, we're there. Is
Yes.
that, okay.
Would I know
Are
what
we
would
with
happen to the
Blackages?
scroll if I could I continue to reuse the scroll? Or
No, this is
Okay.
a one-use
One
scroll, and
charge.
it's specifically tuned to a very specific location.
It's a very
So you would
specific
not be able
plot
to use
spell.
it to learn the teleport spell.
All right.
Well, sounds like if this is a friend of yours, I mean, do you just want to go back? There's not much going on here.
Yeah, he's a part
A
of
lot of
the.
giant stuff.
He's a member of the Harpers, like me, Presto, and I.
You're a Harper?
I am a Harper.
Oh wow, I haven't met a Harper before. That's
Well,
pretty cool.
you've met two.
Do you even know
Yeah,
what a Harper
You've been
is?
spending time with two of them.
I figured. Okay, I thought that they had more to do with like the instrument. I thought that they would all hold the instrument. I thought that was a big thing, but I guess
No,
not. I
no.
guess.
I don't even know how to play a harp.
Oh man. Well, all I knew was like there was the instrument
And-
thing,
and Presto
I thought that they were pretty cool folks that do
amazingly
cool
decides
things.
They
the
are
face
cool
palm.
folks that do cool things. They
of
just,
all the characters
they don't have to
who
play
normally
harps.
wouldn't care.
Look, Presto, I'm a cook. Okay, you think I'm doing like all this special? They're spies or something, right? I don't know.
The last time that I checked, you're not just a cook. You turned into a bear.
Oh, right. We never went over. Okay, so. So, yes, I
Yeah.
spent, 40 or so years in a Druid Enclave. That's,
40 or so
40
years.
I mean, yeah, that's like,
How long did you spend being a cook?
like around 60.
Wait. Did you get a license in the mail?
No.
Aha! It means nothing.
What? But they don't even, write anything. They're Druid. Let me tell you, I could go on for days about the Druids. It's got a little off. Look, I was a very young man, still a pretty young man, but a very young man, and we do some odd things in our day, and I wasn't feeling my life in the mountains, and I was kind of lost and stuff, and so I found these daft elves and thought, what the hell, I'll, try this kind of stuff out, I'll explore the wilderness, see some more ways to cook and ways to eat, but the problem is they really don't like eating meat.
Couldn't imagine why.
I learned that after about year 20.
Bacon is delicious.
It's very delicious. It's a delicious food, and I feel like it's still in proper keeping with nature. The wolves eat, the bears eat.
But-
Why can't we eat?
But do the wolves and the bears, are they able to talk to their prey before they eat them? Because
Not a lot of diplomacy going on there.
Yeah, so I can understand why the druids wouldn't want to eat meat. They can talk to them.
I feel
Have
that there's
whole
a certain
conversation with
respect.
that pig.
There's a certain
First,
respect
you
for the
take it.
wild that can be had while still eating the flesh of the wild. You can still respect and honor a deer's sacrifice when you eat that deer. That
Eat
delicious.
when you can.
We have a-
Don't let any meal go.
We have an old friend who would not have been happy to hear you say that.
Well, she's not here.
So a character piece that I forgot to mention about Presto is that he wears around his neck
Yes.
this gold, this kind of a gold-looking circlet with a lump of coal in the middle, which he views as a brilliant ruby.
It's absolutely.
To everyone
gorgeous.
else is a lump of coal.
It's
I mention this because it will come up periodically.
Because people will
Not
be
a
weirded
lump
out.
of coal. It's quite beautiful.
You keep saying that.
Anyway, so I spent some time with druids. I learned their skills. I learned their trade. It's all very nice, but eventually we kept coming up with that little division, and so I parted ways, moved on, felt like I could serve nature and the world in other ways alone, and after a while, you gotta find work, so I've been working as a cook for the last 60 years, and that's been okay.
Okay.
I
But
guess
I forget, you folks you're so little. How old are you again?
little.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
How old are you, like
You're
60
like
or
60.
something,
I'm
right?
18.
What?
18.
Jesus Christ.
18.
18.
Shite.
16?
18? It's like a fetus. Well,
Like
anyway,
a feet.
I forget about humans. Anyway,
Half elf.
same
So
tall, gangly things.
You humies.
all you tallers. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
all of your guys' species reach maturity at about the same point. His is the only one that has a different maturity level.
takes a lot longer.
No, mine's maturity. That's right.
Yeah,
now.
humans,
I just
tieflings,
like
and
to live
half-orcs
longer.
all mature. Humans and all human hybrids, and then
I forget what dwarves are.
tieflings. Dragonborns mature faster,
Yeah.
but dwarves it's like double.
It's like 40 or something.
Yeah.
And tieflings are pretty much the age just like a normal human.
Right.
I'm a normal 18-year-old, but I live a lot longer.
You do live
Yeah.
longer. Your
I
lifespan
don't.
is longer.
I'm sorry for all the mystery, folks. It's kind of hard to find work as a cook if people also know you can turn into a bear and start eating the customers,
Do
I
you?
can see that.
You've done this before?
No.
I only mauled someone once, and it was because he critiqued my best stew, and he said it tasted like shite. And I was like, I couldn't stand that, right? So I turned into a bear in the middle of the restaurant. It was quite a whole affair. I had to do some time in some bad restaurants for the guild after that. It's, that's what's in the past is in the past. That was like 20 years ago.
Wow.
I'm not too
Where
long
you were
ago,
born.
but
Well,
I guess-
Thank you for telling us the truth. Please don't maul us as a bear.
I
You don't lose your mind or anything?
I'll try to
As
keep
an
that in
animal?
mind.
No? Okay.
No, bears are just like anybody else. They just,
No, no.
hungry.
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, damn! I like him. Anyway,
Can we just
Surrounded
go?
by enemies.
if you like this Leos info guy, I guess still tag along. I'm
It's
still,
cold.
no matter what, I'm still your cook.
Everybody
Alright?
has to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Blagafus, it seems like you got things under control here.
Yes.
He wants us to go.
I'm not really sure we can do anything more for you, but hey, good luck with the whole build a nation for giants thing.
Just let me know when the assault on the cultists is to begin, and I will assist you.
I got it.
How should we let you know about that?
Don't
With
you got
magic, of
I
course.
didn't.
Presto, do
it?
you
Oh, he said,
have
let us know, and I was like, I got it.
Presto? Do you have any kind of message magic or something?
Not.
Well, I mean, you guys know that you guys were just found by a magical bird, so you can probably figure something out.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why I'm like this.
Oh yeah. Oh, there might actually be message. I might actually be able to do some
Animal.
message thing.
The spell that was used.
Yeah, I remember this
Animal
like an
messenger.
Animal thing. I think I might actually be able to cast
Yeah,
that.
it has a huge range.
Hold on, let me
the
look
size
through
of
druid
them.
spells. Blah 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 blah. Animal friendship, animal messenger. Yeah, I can cast that. Okay. Well, we'll do, buddy. I'll get back to you when we can. Hey, I know dwarves and giants have had our differences in the past, but you're all right.
Stay cool, Blagafus.
Oh.
I get it.
What's
Oh,
cool?
But
Your wife.
That's
My wife is dead.
No, she's the castle.
Well, her soul inhabits the castle. Yes.
Well, it's her, right?
sorry.
Well, take good care of her.
I'm sorry. He's trying to compliment her. He's saying she's nice.
Oh, I see. Cool means nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. They talk kind of funny.
You mortals and your slang.
All right, take it easy, Black. Take it easy. What did that mean?
Grok knock digdar.
Yeah. Back at ya.
Well,
Death
all
to
right.
all humans.
Human stew is good.
All right, Presto, fire it up.
All right.
Do we have to like hold hands or something?
How
does this work?
With a mighty misfire, you all arrive
Roll a
in a
D-
land inhabited by deadites.
I was gonna say, roll a d20 and see where that is on the map.
We teleport to the middle of a lake.
It'd be 2d20s, and you kind of count over.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Coordinates. Okay, you arrive in the center of a large teleportation circle in a very nice, comfy-looking sitting room.
It dust the snow off of me.
There's one guard.
This is nice.
There's one door out of the room is closed. There's a single guard stationed there. And he seems to stand up straighter when he sees you and says, "Oh, I will let them know of your arrival." And he heads out.
Where are we?
Who?
Bring me a
all
cup of
right.
Joe.
And you guys just gonna wait there?
Yeah,
guess.
I'll look around and see if she sees anything familiar.
You see a symbol on the wall, actually, that I guess you all would know.
Okay.
Far am I that?
If it's not about food, probably not.
See? It's super close. This symbol.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Is that a symbol
crown.
like that's known in Waterdeep or
Yes.
something? Oh, okay.
It's
So
a
that's
symbol-
he might, because he probably worked in Waterdeep.
No, I know everything about Waterdeep.
It's
That's
the
my
symbol of the Lord's Alliance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, snap.
Which you know-
Woodthorm. I mean, I think I wrote that he like worked in Waterdeep, right? So he would probably know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Seems like a well-known
it's
thing.
sort of the biggest city on the Sword Coast, and this is the most powerful people in that city, or really, it's not even just that city; it's also other cities as well. But the
Yeah.
Lord's Alliance is quite a powerful organization.
Yeah.
I have a sick feeling in my stomach.
I have a feeling now that we're back at Waterdeep, Maya's gonna find any opportunity to go like, "I'm out, guys. I'm back home."
Yeah. So after a short
We
time,
went to Waterdeep.
we probably
We
Yeah.
went through once. We went through once and I didn't leave.
I know, but now that we're back again, we'll see. I don't know.
after a short time, a couple more guards come into the room, and one of them has a little scroll, and he says, "Oh, okay. So, what are your names?"
Jala.
Thom's it.
Kind of looks at us, pulls out a quill, and a little
Presto.
The magnificent.
Presto. What is your name?
Why do I need to say it? Apparently you know what it is.
I
Of
have
course
I
the
have many
question
names here.
Then check it off.
Check the board.
She's a really good bard.
And then I don't seem to have a Tharmzit, but if you're with them, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, and I'm with the Sword Coast Cooking Guild.
Don't have any cooks on my list, but I'll let them know.
He's a new hire.
Yeah, I'm the cook.
Oh, very well. If you'll follow me, I'll take you to farm. That's not farm. I'll take you to farm.
Then we just walk around. I'm Lord of Waterdeep. I was keeping more secrets from you.
I thought the best way to keep myself safe was to put myself in mortal danger.
Leosin?
To Leosin, yes.
Okay. No fun.
That would be actually really
That would be an amazing twist.
What a twist.
One of the characters needs to be a Lord of Waterdeep. What?
Do you have
Not
anything
only that,
to
the
eat?
open face, the open lord of Waterdeep.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we
That none of us
having dinner or
recognize.
something?
So you were led into a down a long hallway, You can see there's windows looking out, and you can definitely tell you are in Waterdeep. And he walks past several different doors, including a few that lead outside, and stops at a specific door and looks at his chart and sees a number and opens the door, and Tharmson goes in. Leosin is there.
Lord of Waterdeep.
He is happy to see you and puzzled at your new companion.
Hello.
I hope all is well, Leosin.
Who's that? Oh, hi, Leosin.
This is Tharm.
Pleasure to meet you, Tharm.
Tharmson.
And
I'm
she
the cook.
shakes your hand.
He is a very useful cook, as in he can turn into a bear and maul your face.
It's quite a fascinating ability.
We've seen it. It really is. Yeah.
I spent time with the Druid Circle.
What
Very
happened
nice.
to Nemia?
She.
Are you really surprised that we're missing someone else?
Who's Nemia?
I suppose not.
Oh, loud lady.
Yeah.
Loud lady.
She still is going after that mission that she believes she is on. She's trying to create a new church for Paylor, of course, just with lizard men.
I see.
Fucking daft.
We wished her good luck, and yeah,
Hopefully she's not
dead.
eaten.
Yeah, but I mean the lizard men seem to like her a lot, so hopefully they didn't turn on her.
Wouldn't put it past her, give them their cooking, am I right?
I've never sampled lizardman cuisine.
Oh my god, it's the worst. It's the worst. Nothing but rats and like cave moss. Ugh.
I think the only thing Tharm likes is food.
I like food.
He likes food.
Well, if you like, there's some food. It was my lunch. I was actually not hungry. If you'd like some,
All right. What do you have here?
it's just like some super fine cuisine, like
Oh,
super
wow.
expensive, upscale, portions too small, rich food.
It's like eating with his hands. Like, oh, it's nice. It's nice. Well, this could use some work, but it's all right.
There is a sudden shift in the wind, bringing a strange sense of
Someone tooted.
unease. The feeling is akin to the drop of air pressure before the approach of a deadly storm, or as though you're feeling faint tremors from a distant landslide. You're not the only ones who have noticed. Leosin looks around. The city around you becomes unnaturally quiet. No dogs bark. No birds squawk outside. Even the street vendors heard crying in the distance are silent.
Well, that's ominous.
Tharmson narrows his eyes and looks side to side while continuing to
Tharmsid
eat.
specifically, Tharmsid feels an unnatural pulling.
Yeah, I mean, especially it seems like Druid sense going off the scale here while he continues to eat.
Yeah, it's,
Nothing's gonna stop him from eating.
You just eat more. You eat quicker.
Anxiety. Something's happening. I gotta finish the food.
Something don't feel right, boys. Boys and
Um,
girl.
you actually, Tharmsid actually feels.
I feel
I should have looked this up earlier.
certainly not full, because this is not, these portions, they could be a lot better.
You in the back of your mind, you feel like you know what this is. You feel that it is the Drakhorn.
The what?
Of course, the Drakhorn. Everybody knows about the Drakhorn.
Why would I have thought of that?
It is an ancient, dark, magical device.
Ooh, can I do a check on Arcana?
You sure can.
No, that's not my 20.
Did you mention that it's the Drakhorn?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think I need to know more context to know whether, like, I would mention that out loud. Because I'm still not sure, like, what context. So you mean, like he just, like, doesn't even know why he would know this? Or does he
just
know?
He
knows.
doesn't really know.
He just knows the name.
knows it.
That's weird.
I feel like... I don't know. I feel like something that I've forgotten. But I'm trying to remember.
Are we about to get really attacked?
I got
here?
a 21 on that check.
The Drakhorn.
The what?
I don't know. Anybody remember a Drakhorn?
Drakhorn.
I'm trying to remember.
So now that you know the name, you recall that the Drakhorn is an ancient device whose sounding alerts the dragons across Faerun of great events that are unfolding.
Yikes.
Ugh.
It is impossible to say what the sounding means.
So I guess does
But
Presto
all-
say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. This is what Presto is remembering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the Draghorn! Where the hell did I hear that? Hear from that?
I mean, you were working with cultists.
Oh, yeah, it must have been that. So, Draghorn, that's going on.
Leo, so what is
You,
this
you
event?
know
Do you
that
think it's-
it is it is a portents of danger and
The sound
We
of
did
it
just
is
kill a dragon.
It's not in Draconic. It's just a sound.
It sounds-
you guys didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Tharmzid for some reason
Oh.
did.
Oh, okay. Tharn heard it.
It's on the air. You didn't hear anything?
we
Perhaps
felt,
his druidic nature.
well, we felt that we had a
That's a
feeling
good
though,
point.
didn't we? We didn't. Really
You did.
hear
I mean, you
anything.
could
It was that-
feel something, but he actually heard just this tiny little sound,
I
this
gotcha.
tinkling at the back.
You didn't hear anything?
Mm-mm. It's just a feeling.
I mean, it was a pretty clear sound, isn't it?
No.
No?
No sound.
I guess it's the old
It was
dwarven
actually.
ears.
It actually went very quiet.
Well, your ears aren't as perky as mine. Maybe it's because you're old.
It's the old dwarven old hearing. Subtle racism. Well, looks like something's afoot with the dragons. Could it be that dragon that we just murdered? I mean, killed? Slain?
Probably don't
Butchered.
want to mention that out loud.
Oh, you mean this tooth and the scale I have here?
And that amazing stew we had? Leosin, you should have tasted this stew. I made dragon stew.
That's right,
It
I
was
also have
so
a scale.
good.
I never thought it would actually taste good, but yeah.
It was so good. I didn't expect that.
You guys managed to slay a dragon.
Chewy. It was chewy.
It was a little gamey for sure. Yes, we did.
That's
Could
quite
you
an
imagine if the
accomplishment.
dragon
We
told
did
us,
have
like,
help.
You ate one of our leaders.
He was delicious.
He was delicious.
Met him. He was delicious.
Oh, man.
We wined and dined him. You took him out to dinner. No, we ate him.
You took us out to dinner.
Well, if I know that sound right, then that means there's something going on with the dragons. I don't know if it's a dragon that we killed, and yes, we just killed a dragon. Or that was a day ago. Or, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe someone can tell us what's going on.
Well,
look over at
the whole
Lance.
reason that I
Plot
the
character.
whole reason that I called you back here is there is about to be we're convening all the allies that I had mentioned to you before. We're all going to be having a meeting soon, and they wanted to learn of what has become of your quest and your search for the treasure and where it was headed and what it portends.
Allies to fight the dragon cult?
Well, that is the plan, yes.
All right.
something that we greatly need.
We have, of course, as you know, me representing the Harpers. Or
You're
actually-
Harper too?
Why, yes. Yes, I am.
Is there a window nearby?
Now
Like,
you've met.
Not
He
in
just
this
leaps
room.
out of a
Out the door, there's one nearby.
I'm
Mile
outta
leaps
here.
out of a window.
I actually I'll be leaving soon, but I will be introducing you to my friend Romalia Haventree. Yeah, I'll be leaving soon, but my friend Romalia Haventree, who is the current leader of the Harpers, or leading delegate.
Oh,
Holy shite! I barely even knew they existed. Now I'm meeting the leader. That's pretty. This is cool.
yeah.
Onthar
you're hanging out
Froome
with
is
the
It's
here
a
as
big,
well.
it's a big day.
Onthar Froome is here as well, representing the Order of the Gauntlet.
Was it Romalia? What's her face?
Where are we?
Who's the order of the
Haventree.
gauntlet?
We're in Waterdeep, near the center.
Who's
Kinda
the order of the
glare at
gauntlet?
you.
I haven't heard of that.
what's your
The
problem?
Order of the
man?
Gauntlet is a group dedicated to justice and equality,
Oh, that sounds nice. All right.
made up primarily of clerics, paladins, and monks. We have representatives from the Emerald Enclave, Delon Winterhound. The Emerald Enclave is or you guys know, as an organization dedicated to balance with nature.
Oh, the Emerald Enclave. They're here. Whoa. Maybe I should kind of avoid them. I don't know.
Why?
Well, I mean, you know, it was a little awkward when I left the Druid Circle, but I mean,
Wait,
I don't know.
oh.
That was like, I mean, geez, that was over 60 years ago.
You
That's
might
probably
find
fine.
an old friend there. You never know.
Yeah.
Ah,
And,
crap.
we also have the Lords Alliance. These are our members of a council that represent the various major cities of Faerun.
Wow.
Sword Coast. I guess.
Sounds like a lot of big players, a lot of nobility around here. Ooh.
Well, they want to
Who's
know
gonna be
if-
fine
Don't say the
eating.
N-word. Don't say the
they
N-word.
want to
What?
decide
What?
if it's worth raising an army to combat the cultists, or if the problem will solve itself.
Problem solving itself sounds like politician talk, eh? Maybe we need to tell them there's dragons doing dragon stuff and
Well, that's
causing
actually
a
my
ruckus.
hope.
Giants.
My hope was that you would tell them everything that has transpired, and that they would see through your words that
I will
action
do
is
more
needed.
than tell them.
It is
I will show them!
Presto's our man. Presto will tell them.
It is
Yeah.
vastly important that they do not decide on anything besides action. Instead of being politicians like they usually are and go, nah, we don't need to do anything.
Well, it's excellent that you.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they decided to do.
Well, don't write him off just yet. We'll be very convincing, especially Presto. He's very good at performance. I don't know if you've seen him yet, but he's very good at it.
Seen a bit. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Well, we
He
have
does colors and lights.
we have some time. I have to set up the meeting, but I will send out letters, and we will probably have it in the morning.
Aye.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds
You
good.
guys can rest and relax and bathe and
You have any grub?
eat.
Grub. All right.
Eat! Eat!
Where's the food?
Well, I'll have the guards show you to your rooms, and we'll have food and bathwater brought up for you.
Thank you.
Can I see
Good seeing
your
you,
kitchens? I
ladies.
want to see how you're working with. Are you working with guild cooks?
Oh, I'm sure we are. Yes.
Oh, let's see that. Let's see everything up to standard. I want to see how my boys are working over there. Let's check it out.
He's making sure they get their breaks.
Every 15 minutes for every 2 hours.
So he shows you back to he calls in the same guard who you met before, and says, escort them to their chambers, and Tharmzid would like to actually see the kitchens, if that's all right. Or just kind of shrugs. Whatever.
Hey, what's your name, mate?
His name?
There you go, Ren. Steve.
Jonathan Jaspers.
Nice.
Jay Jaspers, eh? Good to meet you.
J.J. Abrams.
Good old JJ.
My name
How
is
about the
J.J. Abrams.
Nice.
I feel like there wasn't too many lens flares in Star Wars.
There wasn't.
They
It was
did
like-
open up
it
with
was
a
like
lens flare.
2 or
Of course
3, but
they
that
did,
was
yeah.
about it.
To be fair, there were lens flares in the other movies, so it all works out.
Yeah,
True.
he kept it down to 3. You know, I was proud of him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
So, where do you all want to go?
I want to go to my chamber.
I'm going to the kitchen with
So
JJ.
you're all
I'm going shopping. I don't know why I yelled that.
I wanted to ask.
Shopping.
Let's
I
get
wanted to
some
ask
shoes.
Leos and something.
Okay. You want to stay behind?
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
missed them.
Or do you want to test it before you
Yeah.
leave? You want to stay behind? You want to stay behind
Oh
on
my
your own?
god, shoes.
I'll stay behind my own.
Okay.
Nice.
So he
Presto's gonna talk
shows
shop.
shows you to your chamber. You just want to go to your chamber and
I guess drop
just-
off
you can
stuff
leave and go
then
shopping.
go shopping. Yeah, I'm gonna go find an apothecary.
just to remind you guys, it's been probably a month since you bathed. You
Pretty
trekked
smelly.
through a swamp.
Okay, then I think Jahal is gonna take a bath.
Tharm's
Wait,
like
would we
really
have cleaned
gross
up at
'cause-
Palace's house?
Not really. She didn't have.
Yeah,
I mean,
she
it was
didn't
an
really
inn.
have
We
any
never really had
amenities.
time to do
Yeah,
it.
It was
we
a
were
hunting
in and
lodge.
out.
It
Yeah.
not only was it a hunting lodge, it was a really rundown hunting
That's
lodge.
true.
Really
That's
run
right
down.
about
It was
that,
like it looked like ruins when we first
Yeah.
entered. We're like,
You-
oh
you-
shit, people are
You might
here.
have had
Part of
some
the roof
icy
was
water
off.
baths,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Thar, and we also have to keep in mind that we don't know how long Tharm was working in that swamp castle.
Oh,
like in the kitchen.
that's right.
What?
He's
What's
probably
going
even
on?
He's from the-
grosser.
he's
And
from
he's a
the
dwarf
freaking
in
swamp
He's a
castle.
dwarf in his swamp castle, so he's probably
And,
just
and
really
we were
gross.
cooking like freaking
Poor
like,
Jaspers is like,
drinks.
mm.
Well, the thing is, we know Tharmzid has clean hands. hands.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause he always cleans his hands afterwards.
Yeah,
It's
obviously
part of
regulations.
Guild,
Yeah,
part of Guild
yeah.
regulations.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Keeps his
And,
beard
and,
clean.
and you know, and he's
Beer has
got,
to be,
he's
like,
got
in the
druid
net.
magic to create water, and you know, he's
You have a beard net.
He has
you
a
know,
very
beard-
specialized beard and just
All dwarven cooks wear these. It's part of the uniform.
it's part of regulation for dwarven cooks, and you know.
That's now
Well,
now canon. Your beard's
for,
this long, but it's pulled back with your long hair into like a single bow and
Yeah,
a
yeah.
ponytail.
Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, it
parts.
goes apart. And
Yeah.
Well, for Leos's sake, I will prestidigitation and a smell of a nice cinnamon scent around us.
I was hoping. I'm guessing you probably did that for us a long time ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
At this point, he doesn't even notice anymore.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't.
like, for me, I
Stop.
don't.
None of us.
Nose blind.
Okay, so you guys are shown to your chambers. You are shown to the kitchens where you find
Where
many
we do
industrious
stuff, yeah.
cooks with big guild badges on their aprons because this is an official organization. Or official operation.
You're mind blown of
The proper form of this.
I talk shop,
Oh, yeah.
you know, the Tharm talks shop
It's
with
so
them,
perfectly
you
to the
know,
key.
commiserates and maybe even see some folks he's
Still
already
have
seen
coffee.
before. Nice. Probably see some folks he's seen before, working in Waterdeep before.
Water.
You
Finally done with this shitty swamp castle job. Probably tell some war stories about that. And,
Oh, lizard folk food is awful! The rats and cave moss.
oh man, and then and the demands. Do you know how much a whole troop of lizard folk and frogmen eat? Oh, yeah, they're just telling war stories.
What
Probably
does
the
Presto
better-
want to do?
Yeah, the better role playing stuff is with.
So I wanted to talk to Leos and
Right.
particularly about what do you know of the Book of the Black Gate?
Book of the Black Gate.
It's a cool book.
I don't even, where was this?
It's
Where was
worth
this
a
found
read.
again?
This, I think, was found
Did you find it in the swamp castle?
after we attacked the two
Wizards?
wizards.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, when you found that book on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have it.
That is actually a very good question because that is kind of a big deal.
Mhm.
Forgot about that.
That's one of the reasons I was like, I need to talk to him about it now.
Okay, so do you? Because you also have the letters, right?
Which letters? Pretty sure.
Several letters. Oh no, I guess I don't know if you guys actually found that because you never had time to search the room. Never mind. Actually, you did have time to search the room. You guys were there for a long time.
Yeah, I thought we searched. Are you talking about like that little library area where we fought the wizard?
Yeah.
Because I think we did search, and like
Well,
I
you
got
guys-
some papers off his body, and I think we looked around before we left. I'm pretty sure we did.
So you guys discovered later, because you guys had some time while
Yeah.
you were flying to search.
Oh yeah, ducks. We were also there for like a
Yeah,
whole day.
we were like there
Discovered-
for a while.
We probably hung out. I mean, you know, yeah.
Discovered several communiques between Rathmadar and Severin, who is the leader of the Cult of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, Severin. Yeah,
Sever Snake.
Severin.
So,
Snake.
we're giving these to Leosin, who rewards the party with 1,000 experience points. Yay!
Level up. Well, you guys are just like in your room. You're just like 1,000 experience. Whatever. Plus
Finish the
1,000.
quest.
It's for baby.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Guess I really needed to bathe.
He's the leader of the entire cult, or just the red,
Severin is the leader of the Cult of the Dragon.
the cult of the dragon? Okay, but he's severing the red, right?
Severin, no.
No,
Just Severin, I think, right now.
Just
That
he's-
no.
I think he might be called Severin the Purple, but
Severin the Purple.
well, I can look that up later.
No
His
worries.
name is Severin.
Severin.
Snake.
I had it written in my thing, but
Secret Snake.
for some reason I put it under Severin the red. So I don't know. Anyway,
Severin the ambiguously colored.
Severin the Technicolor.
Severin the Technicolor. That's why he's the leader. you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He covers all bases.
Was it Beyond the Iron Gates?
Maybe it's that.
Which one?
What did you say the book was called?
The Book of the Black Gate.
Is that
Which you maybe could have heard beyond the gates. And
I may have said Book of the Black Gate, but I think it's supposed to be called Beyond the Iron Gate.
Book of Beyond the Iron Gate.
Just called Beyond the Iron
Oh,
Gate.
Beyond the Iron Gate.
Slash is whenever I have no Resmir's sword.
Oh,
The giant
He
took
gave-
it.
the
the
giant
giant
took
took
it,
it and he,
and he
chucked
just-
it into wood.
He was
yeah.
like, whatever,
I
stupid
don't
sword.
want this.
Oh yeah, because his dumb magic sword. So the magic sword actually also talked.
Yep.
It actually
It
was a
was
sentient
evil.
weapon, which
Yeah.
made me really sad that we didn't have like an evil warrior or something. Because like it was a two-handed sword that none of us could use or really want. Presto tried to take it and he held onto it for a bit and like overcame him in like a will contest essentially and like
Tried to kill you guys.
yeah tried to make him like but you know I mean he's got decent strength but he's still a wizard so it's kind of like okay just stop Presto stop and I think we knocked him out.
It was pretty hilarious though when they were talking to Blagathka, so the sword started to
Yeah,
accuse them and
Yeah,
question them.
They're lying. They're assholes. Fuck those
They're
guys.
lying. There's someone kill her.
Fuck those guys. Fuck those guys. And like Black is just like, I don't care, sword. And he just like he just chucked it into some wood or something and just got buried and was like,
Why would I listen to an evil sword?
Yeah, it's like fuck this sword. And so yeah, I think we just left it there. We didn't even try to take it back or anything.
So to answer your question,
So-
so the book,
Book of Iron Gate?
the Book of the Iron Gates.
Okay.
Sorry, it's Beyond the Iron Gates, not Book of.
Oh.
Beyond the Iron Gates.
It's
So
a
there's no-
book.
there's
It's
no
a
book.
book.
Okay.
Period. I mean, it's just a book you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
And then the book is titled.
The Iron Gate. Okay.
Leosin tells you that it's actually a pretty good book.
Beyond-
It's worth a read.
Beyond the Iron
Yes.
It goes pretty fast. The beginning's a little slow. You have to just stick with it, and then it picks up pace, and it's pretty good.
You're describing something that this whole thing was based
it's
on.
basically an action adventure, and it's not bad.
So the book details various forms of devil summoning. The
Ooh,
final
what?
chapter describes the use of massive summonings
Ooh.
and the sacrifice of hundreds of souls to bring Tiamat bodily from the nine hells and into the world.
Oh,
That's not okay.
Question: Does it
Yes.
have a chapter about Kathy?
Not.
Oh, Kathy!
Kathy!
It's too bad
Wait,
Nemia's
what the
gone,
hell?
so Kathy's not going to come back.
I know.
Kathy was like that named, like recurring, clearly going to be a recurring villain for Nemia when they fought the devils, and then his name was like Kathran Magars,
Just
some
gonna
shit.
call you Kathy.
Where it's like, we'll just call you Kathy. And we like managed to beat Kathy with the super overpowered protection from evil spell. And he's like, fuck you, cleric, I'm gonna get you.
The details of the details in the ritual make it clear that this is something that requires an enormous amount of preparation and expense. However, the formulae are not listed here in this book.
Oh, I remember you talking about this.
Yeah.
And you guys, he can tell from reading it that it looks. He has a bit of a timeline for when it's going to happen, and that this is quite a useful book.
Cool.
It will be of much use to the council.
Cool. Plus 1,000.
So I will give it to him. And then plus 1,000.
You gained
Which
karma.
is irrelevant because you guys level up based on chapters completed.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
basically.
is funny because, like, I know you keep saying, like, you get this much experience. I'm like, when does this been
But then you
important?
still you accomplished a side quest.
It's
Congratulations.
Yeah, essentially. And I assume it's more
You
there,
got a
like,
ding grats. Be happy about it. damn it.
we're leveling based on like a clear schedule that I kind of like, or just based on like
It's
how
been a
far
lot
you are.
better.
Ever since I started doing it that way, it's been a lot easier to do this adventure.
It is.
So much easier because yeah, you could do it the way where it's clearly based on just numbers and experience. But God, it's such a hassle.
Well,
I
and then
don't
you have to
really
go
like
like,
that.
what defines defeating an encounter? Does negotiating with
Yeah, then you have to do a bunch of
Yeah.
shit like that, where it's like,
Just like-
okay, how much experience do you get if you just diplomatically get through stuff, or if you're only doing it based on kills, and everyone's like farming kills and doing
well,
stupid
yeah,
shit like
like
that.
because like
and
my,
it's
my big thing was the hunting lodge. It's like, well, if you negotiate, are you supposed to get experience as though you defeated all the monsters that are there that she can call on? Like, because all you really did was you negotiated with one person. That constitutes defeating everybody.
And
Like,
we all know that it's bullshit in an RPG game when you like do things diplomatically and you get punished for it by not
Right,
getting
yeah.
experience. Like, god damn it,
Yeah.
like, really?
that.
Yeah, it's like
It's
really
messed
like by being smart and kind about things, I get punished. Like, okay, great, cool. I guess I should have murdered everybody. Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of like the thing that aggravates me about Bioshock, where it's like, if you kill all of the sisters and you absorb them,
Yeah.
overall, you get less crap.
Yeah.
So, it's always good to go with the other. The
I know. Yeah, you have to be
Always.
evil capitalists. Like,
Yeah.
make sure to go with that. Like, nah.
Weird.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, cool.
Okay. And honestly, the rest of it is going to require a shit ton of setup.
Okay.
Like a
So we can
Yeah.
kind of finish there. Unless do we want to go over?
Well, we can
does
do-
does Jahala find a potion shop or something?
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
was
we should
trying
do
to.
some-
Well, it's not the most important thing, but I do want to spend some of my
here.
hard-earned giant money, on more potions.
Oh yeah, we all got our treasure. Can we just
Oh yeah, we got 100
get our-
platinum right
our
now.
gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
You guys have money.
Cool.
I got my 1,000 gold. All right, I want to learn spells.
Okay, it takes time to learn spells.
Yes.
That's the biggest problem. And you have 24 hours at the moment.
Only 24 hours.
Well,
Doesn't it take?
Like 8 hours.
Well, not all spells. It all depends on the level.
right.
So you're going to be able to learn
Yeah.
a spell right now.
I can learn a spell right now.
But it is quite easy. In fact, there, as you ask around, you are introduced to a gentleman, the concierge, who is able to locate things for you,
Oh wow.
including, but not limited to, mystical components for the purposes of writing new spells out.
Cool.
Nice.
So, to learn a new spell... somewhere in here, combining magical effects.
I want to learn fireball from the scroll.
Yeah, I know. You need that fireball. I need that
Fireball.
classic wizard
Fireball.
spell. Fireball
Fireball.
forever.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
That's the funny thing. There is actually no lightning bolt. There's
Yeah.
Oh, did
I have call lightning.
Did I tell you though,
There's
Peter,
the-
about the greatest wizard ever?
No.
Who literally is a LARP player, so he has to throw like rocks and stuff at the enemies, and that's how his spells are supercharged.
that old. I remember
Yeah.
that old video
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was.
So you actually
The
have
LARPer.
in the campaign you have like a wizard with a bunch of rocks or something in his
Yeah.
pockets, and he has to chuck them, and that's how they turn into a fireball.
Oh, now I
No.
remember you're talking about
Yeah.
that as like an actual character.
Yeah, as a real-
Where he's like actually just he's a LARPer, but in an actual fantasy world, but he's still a LARPer.
That's awesome.
He's basically like
He needs to supercharge something to throw, like
His-
Gambit style.
Yeah.
His actual character class is just like
Okay.
commoner. Or
So,
something.
it takes 2 hours and 50 gold pieces per level of the spell.
Damn.
So it's a third level
now that
spell
we're rich,
for
it's not
fireball.
bad.
Fireball is 3rd level.
So that would be 6 hours and 150 gold.
We're not
Not
poor
bad.
anymore.
Okay,
Nice.
so you could do
Dude,
that, right?
for Fireball, hell yeah.
So you can learn 2 spells if you don't do nothing else but learn spells that day.
I'm okay with that. Well, it's 24
It's very
hours. Well, I do
wizardly.
need to rest.
Right, you have to sleep and
Yeah.
eat and wash and
Yeah,
prepare
so a couple
yourself.
spells.
Prepare
Right.
your body, presto.
That's a
So
third
you
level
gotta
spell.
study-
It-
Yeah,
it's
you
the
gotta
lotion
you gotta
on
clean
skin.
up to work with the politicians.
So I will. So the scroll of fireball is it gets absorbed, right?
Yeah, it is
yeah.
expended.
It is expended
and,
to work.
yeah.
So cool. So I will do that one. That's my 3rd level.
On Tharm's way back to the kitchen, maybe he runs into Jahala and joins her for shopping.
Okay.
Sure.
Going, going to apothecary.
What are you-
picking up some potions?
Picking up some potions.
It's.
I wonder if there's a magic shop around here. I haven't been. Shops change by the day, it seems. In
It's a
Waterdeep
very
nowadays.
large city. But
But I've been around here a while. I can hopefully show you around.
Yeah, and
Mostly the kitchens.
I'm fine because I actually haven't really been to Waterdeep very often. This is the
Oh,
second-
it's a great
it's
town.
the second time.
It's a great town. It's
And
a horrible town. It's
was
a
it
great
great-
town.
Was that the, Meta, was that the town that Nemia or was that Baldur's Gate where we got in trouble with the devils? Was it Waterdeep?
That was
No, that was
it
in
was a
that
small
was in
town.
Midway chat. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
that's
small
right.
town. It was
Okay,
away.
was in
It
Waterdeep.
was a small town, I think. On
No, all we
road
did in
trip.
Waterdeep was we stopped there for a second. We met with somebody
And
and
then
dropped off. What's his face?
Mr. Evergreen.
Mr. Evergreen, and then we left.
Isn't
Yeah.
there like a over 100,000 population in this giant
Huge.
town?
It's
Waterdeep
huge,
is
it's
the biggest
huge,
city
Yeah,
in the
it's,
Sword
it's,
Coast.
Okay.
it's like New York.
Okay.
It's basically the city, in the Sword Coast
Okay.
setting.
Yeah.
It's,
So, yeah, Tharm, I tend to get in trouble, and having some company along, just to be good. So, would you like to
and
tag
we can
along?
always deal with some trouble, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
Yeah.
Kathy.
Kathy's gonna be in Waterdeep.
It's those guys.
All right, so I guess we're gonna leave
Get
the
those
building
chips.
and go explore paylor for some
Kathy's
You know.
like an altruist, like
alchemist.
and
Demon.
maybe like a magic shop of some kind. I don't know.
Yeah.
they were dicks to
Okay.
me.
Did you want to ask for some assistance locating things?
Sure. Let's.
That would probably help.
Yeah. Let's.
First thing you learn about Waterdeep, ask for directions.
Well-
Second thing you learn about Waterdeep, keep your hands on your pockets while you're asking for directions.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Yeah, Presto would know.
Shut up!
Hold on, let me just go into my
Also, that
animal and
was
my
a
familiar site.
That wasn't Waterdeep.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I know.
That was hilarious. I forgot about
I
that.
lost a lot of fucking gold. I'm really pissed.
So
I'm
the
still
kid who just
pissed
came
off
out was
that.
like, "Fuck yeah!" Just took so much money.
Presto the Magnificent, dressed in his finery, drunk on his newfound power of having a familiar,
Staring into
entered
space.
into the senses of his familiar and began flying above, scouting out the cultists. Unfortunately, he did so in the middle of the street, and his allies walked away from him. So
We're
some
such nice people.
happy little ragamuffin thieves walked up and saw this man spacing out in the middle of the middle of the.
Not
They
courtyard,
probably
and,
waved in front of his face to check,
just-
and they're like,
he
"Oh,
He
okay,
actually,
all right."
he actually, what's funny,
drooling.
he got robbed twice.
Somebody else came afterwards, like, "What's with this dude?" Oh, nice.
Hey, you know what? That means that first thief was nice enough to leave something behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they didn't take everything.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably because they're freaked out. They're like, "Holy shit, we can just like take everything. Just go fast. Just go fast. I don't know what's going on. Just go. Just go."
Okay, go.
Well, I remember there was like, roll a die, Joel. And we're like, okay. And you're like, okay. And then that was it. It's like, God damn it.
Okay, so Shahala's gonna look around to see, like, try and scope out somebody to ask. Who's
Who the
around?
concierge is there?
Oh,
What about
the concierge.
Jaspers?
Jaspers is a guard.
Okay,
Yes.
He has duties.
Yeah, John
Where
Jaspers.
Jaspers?
JJ.
JJ.
Okay, so let's go up to the concierge. Hi.
Hello.
We need help finding an alchemist, and also this.
Maybe
No.
a magic shop
Yep,
or
a
something?
magic
I don't
shop.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be happy to get you some assistance. What sort of magic shop were you looking for?
Well, you might say we're adventurers, right? I think we are.
So
We
then,
killed
He's an
Dragon.
adventurer.
Super
Yeah, anyway.
adventurer.
then
Not just a cook anymore, you know.
weaponry.
Yeah, I guess.
I need to help in fights, I suppose.
Magic armor,
For
or
me-
like, or like amulets or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what I would even spend my money. I mean, I'm a cook. I'm
You're
usually
rich
the
now.
adventurer.
I don't even know why I'm
Yeah,
here.
not money.
The magic spatula.
I don't know. I don't know what adventurers buy, but I don't know. I mean, I figured we should get something.
I don't know how I feel about it either. I kind of want to give some away. I don't know. There's orphans in this town, right?
Oh, they'll be fine.
Oh yes, many orphans.
Okay, I would
I
think
happen
so.
to know of many good charitable funds you can donate to.
Okay. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
actually nice.
if you could give me that list of alchemists, because I do need potions, magic shop for him, and a good charity.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
check around.
Good charity.
It's always good to give what you can, but keep in mind, girl, you can't solve everybody's
Well,
problems.
no, but I can still help, and at the same time, I don't need all this money.
Your heart's in the right place. It's all about
Mhm.
knowing that you can give and trying to give, but knowing you can't solve everything. It's all about balance. But I just like a good side of balance. That was another part that I had a problem with the Druid Circle. That was a bit of an issue. You know,
Do
there
they
was
have a
about
problem with food?
Well, I mean, there was the food
My favorite
thing,
thing
and
is
there was
that
this
they
whole
do
balance
like
thing. They were also neutral about things. Like, oh, well, yes, this group of kobolds may be destroying this village, but that's just part of the balance. Can't interfere with that. And I started to get annoyed with that. Feel like you should take a more active stance in things, you
I
know?
happen to agree. A lot of monks were very much like that in the monastery where I grew up.
I feel you.
Yeah. Anyway, hi, concierge. I remember your name.
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
Percy.
Percy. All right. It's lovely to meet you, Percy. I'm Shahala. Tharm. Tharm says. Yes,
Okay,
his,
well-
his first name is repeated twice.
Well, I would recommend for potions you go to Pots and Panacea.
Okay. Okay.
Pots and Panacea. Panacea. Panacea is a word for a cure-all.
Yeah, Panacea.
Pots and Panacea.
Pots
It's
and
a
pans.
joke, damn it! Laugh.
Never about their marketing gimmick.
Oh, we gotta love puns.
Make God feel happy about himself. We're all okay.
It's a marketing gimmick.
Frederick's Fineries would be a good place to look for magical whatsits and whoosits.
Sounds nice.
And of course, for charities, the City Guards Orphans and Widows Fund is probably the best.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Are they
Yeah,
close
let's
to
check
each
that.
other? Yeah, okay. Let's just go. Directions.
Yeah, sure, I could get my money to charity.
He updates your mini map.
He
Follow the
actually
marker.
he actually sends a guy, somebody to show you around.
Okay.
He's also there to carry stuff for you.
Okay, so
Like a-
who's this
like a
person
footman.
who's following us around now?
His name's Jerry.
Okay.
Gary.
Jerry.
Thanks, Gary.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry Bear.
Gary.
Okay.
Come on,
His
Jerry.
name was Gary too.
Hey, look, Doofus Rick is hanging out with Jerry over there.
Alright, Alchemist first, I guess?
You gotta be kidding me, right? You do know that guy uses some shit.
Shut up. No, I don't.
So I guess I'm looking for healing potions.
So you guys head to Ponce and Panacea.
That's the only one parallel universe that has a Doofus Rick.
Yeah.
It
It's like,
seems
there's
like it,
only
right? It
one.
seems like
Well,
it.
here's the thing. All the other ones probably died. Let's bring.
They're the ones whose Mortys got stolen.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so you walk in. It's a very
Yeah,
nice
fireball in there.
establishment.
So because he had it
There's
in his
lots
stomach.
of exotic
That's
smells.
funny.
There's a gentleman behind the counter. He says,
Oh.
hello. How may I assist you?"
Hi, I'm looking for
I got level 8,
healing
so
potions.
do I know any new spells inside the spell book of the notebook?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Looking for potions, especially healing ones, and the best ones you got. And also, she pulls out 2 dusty blue scales. They're large dragon scales. Do you happen to want dragon scales? I would be willing to pass them on to you. Trading wise, of course.
Yeah, offer to sell. Don't just give
Yeah, I'm not giving it away. This is not a charity. This is a
water.
So those are blue scales, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Well,
I
what
don't
I-
have to use them.
What I could do,
Yeah.
Fresh on the dragon.
I could, or is it white scales, right?
No, blue. I don't know. I've had them for a while. I found them in a. It was before it was in the door in the castle, I think, even. I picked him up.
Oh yeah, there was just
Yeah.
random scales
And
around.
John was like, cool.
Yeah.
He looks at them, gets excited for a moment, and then it's a little less so. He says, "Oh, those are blue scales from a half dragon. Unfortunately, half dragon scales don't have the same magical properties that full dragon scales do. I was hoping I could have turned them into potions of resistance for you, but sadly, half dragon scales I cannot."
Whoops.
Wow,
Wait, that we
and
only killed a half dragon?
I know. Well, no. We killed a dragon. Do you think we could have taken some?
We did.
I don't know.
Yeah, we did. We took
They
took
did.
We took a scale.
and I
took-
guess
yeah.
Shala just doesn't think that far ahead.
And I
All
just
right.
took steak.
I took it as a memento.
Well,
I mean, I took it probably for some magical property.
all right. I
that
guess I'll
dragon
just keep
said.
these as from a nostalgic purposes. All right. So how much?
Yes, I actually have. I have some already made up. I have currently 8 potions of healing, 4 potions of greater healing, and 2 potions of superior healing.
How much is the greater and superior?
If I can find my potions again, I can tell you.
I just realized something that the character would have done. Is it okay if I had also kept a slab of the dragon steak with him to take with him?
Sure.
Because he's going to take a trip to the guild headquarters and he's going to show him his stew.
Sure. There was plenty of dragon meats.
Yeah, okay.
And we were in a cold enough climate, so you're okay.
So the potions of healing are 50.
Okay.
The greater healing is going to be 150. And the superior healing is going to be 300.
Okay.
Dang.
So much for that charity. Hey yo!
Well, no,
Sucking
that's
orphans.
still technically.
Well, if you had a ton of potions, you'd be bought out.
Yeah. Okay.
So the greater healing heals 2d4 plus 2. Or sorry, the healing is 2d4 plus 2. Greater healing is 4d4 plus 4. Superior healing is 8d4 plus 8.
Dang.
84. What?
8d4
Oh.
plus 8.
Okay. So I'm gonna get 1 superior.
Okay.
It's like superior.
Screw you, Chuck Forbins.
So, okay, so hey, I still have lots of money. So I was at one.
You might want to just
160.
write down the 8d4 plus A.
Oh well, I mean, when I actually use it, I'll,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
yeah,
always-
yeah. And as long as you have the name of it. Then
yeah.
that's fine.
And whether or not it's a superior or a greater, that's very important.
Yeah.
There's also a supreme that doesn't have any. Those are 10d4 plus 20.
Potion Supreme!
All right, now I'm down to
84 plus 20.
I'm down to 860 gold. And so I'm gonna buy one more greater healing as well, and that was 150.
Yes.
Okay.
Down to
All right.
17.
So I think we're good here.
So you're buying one greater and one superior?
Yep.
Was that all? Those were all you were looking for?
Yes, exactly what I was looking for. Thank you.
Very well.
Sounds good.
All right.
I do wonder, rather than healing, wouldn't you rather have a potion of invulnerability?
Huh? You
Love
actually
it.
said-
Well, for 500 gold.
Oh,
I
he's making a sale
A
on you.
potion
Yes.
of invulnerability, which for 1 minute will grant you resistance to all forms of harm.
that sounds lovely, but at the
That
same
sounds
time,
impossible.
Mechanically, it makes you take half damage from all damage.
Sources.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
just
sources.
resistance to everything.
Yeah,
That's very nice.
that sounds lovely, but these potions are only for, moments of great desperation, and it doesn't happen often, whereas that I would want to
What do you mean you got blown by a breath of ice wind?
You're not here! You're not in the building!
No, Maya's saying that.
You're not
I'm
here.
not done.
I'm not
I'm
done
not
yet.
done. You were floating, trying to attack a dragon, and you got blown and knocked out by a blow
Johanna's
of
not
ice
the
wind.
smartest, okay? I mean, she has wisdom. but
Also,
I
she
don't understand.
ain't got infinite money, alright? That's
Yeah,
a pricey
yeah.
potion.
Thank
Oh,
you, but
right.
no, thank you. Good
Yes,
day,
you
sir. Good day. Let's get to your magic. shop.
Thanks, sir.
It's
Alright.
a good day.
Good day to you.
Alright, Purse, let's head off to Frederick's.
Purse? Isn't that Jerry? We have Jerry. That's not Percy.
Alright.
Yeah.
My
It's a-
bad.
don't-
Oh, yeah,
don't-
sorry,
don't-
calling him Purse because he carries your stuff.
Don't listen to him, Jerry.
Sorry, Jerry.
Okay, so...
Jesus Christ, dude.
Do.
Get how many spells that I had to make sure that all the these astros means that I don't have them memorized. So I have 4 spells that I'm like, I can't use them right now immediately. They're all like, false life, expedition retreat, major sleep.
We should have at least 16 spells, right? That you know?
That I can remember. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that these are
Right, because all the
that
cantrips,
table...
yeah. Well, the cantrips technically
Yeah,
don't count
exactly.
like that, but which is nice. But I was like,
Skip
I
that.
don't want to remember counterspell, which is like super important, and I should have them.
Yeah, because if someone casts life
This
is
can't
casting
be a fourth level of home, making the D50s. Interesting. Equals 10 plus spell.
What's the giggle about? That makes me worried.
An item that he has.
Oh, good.
Frederick. He's just checking it. He's basically using random chance to figure out like what kind of stuff does Frederick actually have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At the magic shop, gotcha.
Probably based on limited lists because we don't want to just have like you don't want to have even a % chance of having the most absurd random shit. Just
Yeah.
like,
Makes
although
sense.
probably if it was like game breaking, it would be absurdly expensive and nowhere near anything we could
Yeah,
actually afford.
that means if it's a 5th level spell. you
I mean,
get
well,
15
part of the
for
problem is
every
that there's so many tables, all with so many
I have
things,
one.
Yeah.
and it's because they're each designed to be found in different scenarios,
Yeah.
Oh.
Or any other higher level.
and so it just kind of comes down to,
But if I choose to use
and whether or not the thing that is discovered is something that you guys would actually use.
Right.
I'm surprised you passed up on that potion. That would have been really useful.
Yeah.
Super useful, but for like almost all of her money.
Yeah.
But
or
that's
or
what
half
money's
of
for.
mine, so it's like, eh.
That's what money's for.
I know.
Yeah.
I always like to save it up in case there's ever a scenario of briving somebody. It's
Or getting
always nice
pickpocketed.
to have
But if
some
you have too
extra-
much money on you, you get pickpocketed.
Yeah.
I think just for Jahala, she really has never really had money before.
I also have a
It's just
shit
kinda
ton of
like,
I have a
whatever.
lot of passive perception. So
Alright, so Darby,
Yes.
I have learned
Maybe you're
another
getting
spell.
swindled.
What's
Well,
that spell?
what?
12
It's
hours total,
Yeah.
and 300 gold.
That-
it is counterspell. Another
I
level
fell.
3.
Excellent.
Counterspell.
Excellent choice.
Yes, now you have counterspell. Always have counterspell.
Oh, I love counterspell.
So
I
good.
can choose to learn Featherfall like tomorrow in the game.
Yeah, maybe some other time.
or Fly. I don't know which one I want. Yeah,
Well, both.
I know.
Featherfall, I would say.
Fly
because-
first.
Fly first.
Oh,
Probably.
no, actually, fly
Dude,
first, yeah.
Fly kicks ass.
Because
Fly's
you can-
probably amazing.
Can you? It depends. Can you cast Featherfall, or can you cast Fly at a distance, or Featherfall?
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that
Is Fly only
Fly
self?
and Featherfall are touch. I'm pretty sure Fly is only touch.
If they're both touched, then I would do Fly, because Fly is better than Featherfall. Because if you could cast Featherfall on someone who's falling, like then that would be way better to take in case someone fell off the
Featherfall
ledge.
is touch.
So Fly is
And
probably
I
the
think it's
same.
reaction based. isn't
Fly
it?
is
It's like
also
a footspell or
touch,
something, where you
but
can
is
cast
a
it
willing
while you're falling,
creature.
essentially.
You can. I think you can quick cast it, but it's a spell you have to
Yeah.
cast.
Well, yeah.
But you have to be
Constitution up to
touch.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I would go Fly.
Nice.
Yeah, Fly is really.
Okay,
powerful.
so you enter Frederick's Fineries.
Because it's a higher level spell too, isn't it?
And there is another, this time a different man, behind a different counter.
Featherfall
He
is
says,
probably lesser.
how may I address you today?
What are you buying?
Yes, on my face here.
Hello, sir. I'm an adventurer, and I'm looking for adventuring gear of some
Jahella
kind.
looks around, and is there any magical objects, obviously,
So, I mean, if you
at
need
all?
You see a rack behind him that's a series of shelves with
Yeah.
various odd-looking
It's
things
a
on
range
it.
of 60 feet, so I
Says,
can cast
oh,
it.
I wonder if I'm in the wrong
Falling
place
creatures
here.
do. I can do
Well,
15.
I do have
That's
some
the advantage
odds
of
and
having
ends.
like that in case
We're rough and tumble types, going at it, doing all kinds of crazy adventures and all kinds of dangerous things and fighting dragons and all kinds of cool adventure and stuff,
We
right?
pretty much need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
That would actually be really cool.
No denying that.
But I don't really use weapons and stuff, so I don't know. I'm not sure what to look for. I always think of adventure as having like magic swords and magic maces. I don't know, but
I suppose I'm an adventurer, and I just have a stick.
Well,
you're right. You just have a stick.
Stick, yeah.
I have a cloak of protection.
A cloak
I
of
have one of
protection.
those. It's very useful.
Is it?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's the
Cool.
+1 on saving throws.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What does yours do? Is it kind of the same thing? Is it?
It increases your chance to resist various magical effects. Gives you a +1 to saving throw.
Increases
about to say,
resistance to various magical
What is
effects.
a saving throw?
This cloak increases your saving throw by +1. Well, what are you selling that for?
Pat, I couldn't let go for anything less than 900 gold.
Oh, wowee! What else you
I'll
got?
just kind of hold on.
Well, I
to
also
her.
have
Wait.
this magical shield.
This game is
Oh,
meant to
what's it
earn
made
magic
out of?
items, not buy them.
That's actually a good question.
Oh, that's why it's so
That's
expensive.
They really fixed this in this edition compared to like some of the olders, where when your job was to get as much money, go to town and buy a
Buy
magic
some.
item. That's not the case. You actually go on an
And buy-
adventure.
Yeah,
and
adventures
maybe
are where
find
you get
a
your
lucky.
magic items.
Yeah, I can't remember where
It's the
we
same
got
idea as like
no,
World of Warcraft. It's
we
like
got
you
the
usually
cloak.
don't go to buy your armor.
You
You
don't.
get
Yeah.
your armor from drops.
I think I got the cloak of protection with Ed the Eddie. I think
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I think it's off that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
every
it had some
anything that's
pretty
a
nice
minor
shit.
bonus in this is going to change your character substantially.
Yeah.
Basically. Which is really cool that they focused on that. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Right. I want to know
It
what
is.
it's made of.
Do it. Dwarves need cloaks.
I know, right? I don't have a cloak.
You can be murdered. Whoop. Whoop.
And I do have the spell leap.
And leap
Literally have-
directly in place.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna cast leap on my or no, jump.
Actually-
It's called jump. I'm gonna cast jump on myself.
We just had an awful murder earlier today.
No. I've
Absolutely
done that
horrible.
before. When people are about to run away, they have 0 health because they're still in the process, and you don't jump super far. You just jump like a half an inch, and you kill them. I've done that before.
which is funny.
Or
Like you
stun
can
him.
do that,
Yeah.
but he was doing that where even like he's like, oh no. I'm surrounded by the entire enemy team, and I'm about to die, and we're all retreating. Time to jump in place. He's
No,
killed.
why-
That was
Like,
so
why
bad.
didn't he jump?
My favorite is still when he jumped into the boss's
The
stun.
AoE, yeah. It's like charging. It's charging it up. It's like, I'm about to do an AoE in this clear area right
He's
here.
like, oh,
Better jump into it.
Wait, did he die from it?
No, he didn't die,
Oh,
but he
man.
just got stunned. Yeah, he just kept.
it was just fucking ridiculous.
He was hilarious to watch. I was like, dude, this guy, he's great.
Is
Yeah, I seriously wanted to find a scenario to cast jump on myself and then do into the and go, no.
it is made of finely crafted dwarven steel with dwarven runes inscribed upon it.
What is this?
Good on you, lad, but I'm not gonna use it. Only wood for my folks.
Oh,
Weird for a dwarf, I know.
you're just kind of weird.
Well, except for the
I meant
hammer.
that in a good way. Oh.
Except for the hammer. Hammers are different. It's different.
It's hard to hit things into the ground with it's just wood.
Well, just wood, yeah. It's it's very specific rules for druidcraft. There's never any rules about a weapon, so.
Once again, stick.
I do need to talk to somebody here about
You
the
can have plenty of
two
people in the
magical
ground.
lenses that I have.
Oh, those lenses.
Yeah, I have
You
no
need to
idea.
make them into cool glasses.
I would if they do something like if they don't do anything cool, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah,
if
they're
they do
supposed to do
something that
something
are really
that's like,
helpful, I'll
look
do it.
through it. It's like, make them
is,
put them on glasses and wear them all the time.
No. They translate the golden plates, so therefore I can write the Book of Mormon.
No,
Oh,
what they do is they can
yeah.
have smell of
Do
vision.
you have
Smell of
hats?
vision. Yeah.
No wizard hats. No. I do have
Well, you're
this,
thinking of a
this
pretzel.
ring of warmth if you're looking to battle ice dragons.
Oh wow, that would have been.
Very useful.
I actually just battled an ice dragon, and you know that cold was mighty dangerous.
They're not incredibly rare. I could let this go for about 500 gold.
We should get out of the shop.
While wearing this ring, you have resistance to cold damage. In addition, you and everything you wear are unharmed by temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Damn.
We're done with the cold dragon.
Wow,
We're
that's
not going back there. She's dead.
That's pretty
No,
cool.
she's
Though.
not.
You never know.
We killed her.
I'll take the ring.
Okay.
Oh goddamn.
It's like
Alright,
the old
good
Peter
sir.
who had all the
Thank you
rings
for
on.
spending all
Right,
this
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Let's go to that charity. Unless you want to look around some more.
No, he's
Ring
the
of
man.
warmth. So wait, what was it? Resistance to cold.
Yeah, you're resistant to cold.
Well, you never know.
All
There,
cold damage.
there are a lot of like wizard
That's-
spells
you know
that
what
do
you
cold
mean,
damage,
yeah.
so it's
Exactly.
also
yeah, actually, some of the ones that have kicked your guys' butts have been cold
that
spells.
ice storm shit and
Yeah.
stuff. Like if you had that,
Also
like
know, which I not
learn
yet.
it. You
I
can
can
learn.
learn it. Yeah.
what were you saying?
And there's an
You can
AoE that can hurt your
Now
allies.
you need to
So,
start wearing your rings.
Well, yeah, now I have to wear as many rings as my character has. Yeah.
you can only wear 2 magical rings.
I know, so I've already got the one, now I've got the other. That's fine.
Okay. Ring of Warmth has been purchased.
Oh,
Wait, can you
I
wear a
ring?
magical ring not knowing it's magical?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I wear a magical ring that allows me to wear more magical rings?
Yeah, no such ring exists. You may be able to try to craft it, but you'll never know if it works until you put on extra rings.
That was made up, and
That's amazing.
there's a comic I read based on like D&D stuff, but it's like a very specific universe, and there's this one part where they're going through this dungeon that has all of these alt verses. It's like a weird dungeon where it's a dungeon that every universe kind of like meets at and intersects, where like every version of themselves also goes to the dungeon at the same time and tries to get through the dungeon crawl and encounter each other. And most of them are evil, just because it seems that evil is just winning in the universal race. Most of them are evil versions, and there's one where it's like one of the characters had this ring that allows him to wear as many rings as he wants to and have all of the effects. And it's a universe where there's has all these destroy.
It's getting so late.
$100?
Yeah.
Don't
take
take a
a
win.
detour to the guild headquarters
Okay.
and cook them up some dragon stew.
Make me a survival check.
Okay.
You're trained. You're trained in survival, right?
Yeah.
That's one of your.
You have to cook it long enough.
Oh.
Okay, fine.